bread, Tony. Eat your bread.
You know what I want.
We are months away.
All right, so we are back. The morning sun comes up. Oh.
Eat your bread.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I probably shouldn't have the sound on.
Yeah.
So I'm not eating bread. The sun comes up over what in the distance you know is the Shanghira River. You can hear it moving rather quickly off in the distance. Roll perception checks.
All of us?
Everyone? The ones that are on what?
Whoever wants to.
I'm meditating. I don't care.
Natural 20. 6.
5.
19.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
It's a dirty 19.
You can roll. That's fine. You're not.
Natural 20 knock. What does that bring up to?
21.
Buddy and I are meditating together as friends.
Caught it.
As knock. As you're looking out, Bree, I think you're noticing a lot of birds in the sky with your 19. There's a good amount flying around as the sun's coming up, moving around, and you're like, yes, like today I can catch dinner, right? Like that's what you're. Knock looks out in the distance and very far away, over the river where you know it is. Like you can't, right? Actually, from where you are, you can probably see the river, right? You can probably see it. And then you see more of these grassy fields out beyond. You see a rider. One lone rider way out there, way over across the other side of the river. And you're not sure, but you think they might see you. You can't make anything. You can't make anything out, right? It's that far away. Just this.
They don't know that.
Right.
Hey.
What's up, Doc?
There's a person.
It's not there anymore.
Oh. There was a person. There was a person.
What do you mean?
The person on a horse. Or something.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Puddle and Drip saw it too. We all saw it. And he saw us.
One rider.
Yes. He saw us. He saw me. He saw you.
Did you see Puddle and Drip?
Probably.
Wow, I don't even see that.
We are meant to just one. What is the issue?
But he saw us and maybe he's gonna go get his friends.
What direction was he coming from?
Past the river. Way out that way.
Yeah. So this river is freaking wide, guys. It's still far away, and it is wide and not easily traversed. So if this rider was on the other side of the river and like on the horizon, you would imagine not a terribly large threat.
What direction were they going? Was he going? It going?
I don't know, I just saw it and then I went to tell you and then he wasn't there anymore.
So you don't know if you saw the front or the side of this person?
The side.
So
side,
going
the
up
side,
the
the side.
river then?
Well, he wasn't moving when I saw him.
Was he looking at you?
Yes.
Bingo.
Oh.
We should,
It's the sound of the
we
river.
should keep moving.
She's a 10.
Yes. Let's go. I'll lead the way.
Now you don't know where you're going, Knock.
Oh,
I'll lead the way.
my belly hurts.
Alright, so where are you taking them, buddy?
I'm going
Sorry, the
to
berries
I'm
the
gonna
other
the bugs.
Oh, I forgot.
Uh-oh.
You gotta poop real
Oh,
bad.
I might already
You really totally forgot. Thanks for bringing up the berries. You,
Oh, no.
you, my friend, you gotta poop.
It's clearly they don't know what they're doing.
Oh, bad berries.
Where are you running to?
Towards the tree.
Okay, the one tree that's very close to you. Okay, you're there. Okay. Squatting and
Oh, no.
Am I okay?
Cut the black.
you're fine.
Constitution saving throw.
There we go.
No, we already had that, and it didn't go well.
You could probably eat like
There is
I just
a squelching sound and a stinky smell rather immediately. Because D&D.
You ever have one of those moments when you think to yourself, how did I get here?
Every time something like this happens.
So where are we heading?
Burns!
Food.
It burns.
It doesn't seem like this. But
You're a baby.
Well, we don't
This
do
town,
that.
I heard,
Well, we don't do that.
had some trouble. Is beyond my people
That's not possible.
It's
in Camden.
so that town that you're talking about
That comes up
is
from
it's
underneath
not
the tail.
past your town. It's out westward from the river.
Okay.
Into like the hills.
Okay.
Yeah. So remember when you were out in the hills, it was north and it was probably closer than Delbaz was at the time, but because of the trouble you weren't sure about going there, that sort of thing.
Do we have to cross the river to get there?
No. No, the river is directly east from
Okay.
you now.
Okay.
And way out westward, not way out, but past the valley, like a day's travel is where the hills start, and you know that there's this town that you've heard rumblings about trouble from in that direction.
Do I know
You
the
can
name of the
probably roll a history check. Maybe. You might not care.
No, I know. Yeah, that's a 7.
No, I don't think you care too much about the names of towns.
Okay. So, yeah, I lead them towards there as best as I can.
Yeah.
Yep. Using my knowledge of land.
Okay. So you know it'll take you most of the day to get to out of the valley proper and to the hills surrounding it. So that much of the leg of the travel is easy enough.
As we approach the hills, I'll...
But why don't you roll a survival check?
Damn. 5.
Fucking love low rolls, guys. Yeah, you're going. You're pretty sure you're going the right way.
I'm going the right way. We'll be there before nightfall. I recognize this rock formation.
It's all the same.
Do not vomit. Please do not vomit.
If he's going to vomit, he can't hold it in.
Swallow it. Good.
Okay.
As you're walking,
If you ask nicely, maybe Bobby will carry you.
as you're walking and taking
Would you like
fairly
to
frequent
carefully up and down,
stops.
just step.
Yeah, making fairly frequent stops for your red berry eating friend. You see a lot of other people coming out of the city now that the day has come. Farmers, agricultural workers coming out, going towards their fields, some with carts, with feed to bring out to livestock and that sort of thing for the surrounding fields around the city of Dalbaz. Some of them give you looks, especially when your gnome friend quickly runs off, pulls down his pants in full view of most people.
It's fertilizer. Help your crops. You should thank him.
Roll a persuasion check,
He's
buddy.
giving it to you for free.
Poisonous.
19 minus 1 is 18.
You know, I hear gnome dogs not bad. Fine. It's not bad.
You're welcome. Ow.
Highly concentrated due to their small size.
You should plant a rose bush there.
You may want to drink something. You're probably horribly dehydrated at this point.
I have been drinking my water.
Yeah, red berry flavored, right? But you make your way easily enough throughout most of the day, constantly heading out towards where you know the hills are. I'm rolling a lot for random encounters, and you guys just aren't. You guys are doing all right, so.
I'm having lots of random encounters.
Yeah. So you make your way out through the field in the tall grass after the last encounter that the three of you had while walking through similar fields, though much further south. You're keeping a fairly sharp eye out, though nothing of particular note. Are you trying to hunt as you go? Would you want to kind of wait till you get
Well, if I think we
there?
can make, if I'm confident I'm going the right way and we make nightfall, I'm probably not trying to hunt aggressive. Like, I'm probably not trying to think like.
I'm probably proceeding stealthily in an attempt to notice anything that would be like either dangerous or hunt worthy.
It's very easy for you to sneak here.
Okay.
Because now that you're further out, the grass is fairly tall, right? And every once in a while you get a tree, maybe a few of them together. But really it's a lot of tall grass and brush. Some bushes, some with berries, some with flowers on them. Nothing out of the ordinary. This far out from the main road, which you believe, you're taking the shortcut towards the area you're going. You're not taking the road.
I think when I decided to stealthily proceed, I would have stuck away to kind of make our visitors nervous about where my whereabouts.
Oh no, where did she go?
Roll a stealth check, Bree.
I would love to. 26.
I think that's higher than anyone's passive perception. Yeah, Bree is just gone at a certain point.
If you wanted, where'd you go?
Oh no, she's gone. She was eaten. Tragedy. Tragedy has struck this group. Knock.
Huh?
You need to sing songs to remember her.
Sing songs.
To remember her.
I'm not a good singer.
That's fine, it'll be easy to remember that way.
What?
She's fine. Keep going.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding. Out in the distance a little bit, while you're watching the grass part, and coming in your general direction, now that you're getting close towards the hills coming down, is a single man. Probably a little bit older, but still able to work, and he's walking to Zebu. The kind of humped cattle that are frequent in this area, and he's kind of slow going. It's getting later in the day, but he's walking out from the hills and in your kind of general direction, and kind of sees you and stops for a while, kind of has to hold back the cattle for a sec. And he tries. They have bells on them. That was the dingling noise. They also seem to have packs and things on their back.
There's just one guy.
One guy, yeah. And,
I approach him.
okay.
I'm walking right to him.
So he starts almost to veer off to the side at first, but then as he sees you coming, he kind of
Human?
resigns himself. No. A tiefling. His skin is like a dark, almost a black, but probably a very dark shade of earthy brown, with horns that are just very barely poking out of the top of his head, and a tail that kind of hangs limply by his side, dragging on the ground almost. That comes to kind of an arrowhead type point at the end. That it flicks up every once in a while, but it's just down as you're coming closer. Heal friend.
Hello. I'm looking for some directions. I'm being led through this thicket by a group that I'm not particularly sure knows what they're going. I'm further away, so you guys probably don't hear.
No, I'm just waving.
Okay. Them. So, what was the name of the town we're going to again? This
We don't know.
Great. So we're heading up to your north. There should be a settlement to the north. Are we going in the general correct direction?
Roll a persuasion check.
23.
Kind of eyes you over. He sees that you're probably not just going to murder him and take all his things, and that puts him in a much better the There is a settlement out. Yes, it's a bit further away. I don't know if you'll make it by nightfall. I don't know if you want to go there.
Why's that?
They're looking for things there.
Things?
People. They're looking for witches. They found a couple. They've taken care of those, but with that sort of trouble, I'm trying to make it. Is this the way to Dalbaz?
Yes.
Oh, good. Direct path. Have you done-
Relatively direct. If you follow the stream most of the way, you should be able to get there relatively soon.
Oh, good, good. We'll maybe not make it today, but I could not stay with that trouble back there. It's not good.
Is there anything else on the way that I should be aware of?
What did he give with them? Cattle?
Yeah, so zebu, they're fairly common cattle around here. They kind of have like a hump on their back, like very, I don't know, almost camel-like, but smaller. You know, like a small camel cow. I don't know. Is the best way. Look it up. They're real animals. Okay. That's the best I can. I need to do the.
Do they make milk?
Yes.
Can we ask him for some milk?
I'm there. You're not there.
I'm asking. You should ask him for milk. They do now.
They do in this world.
now.
Everything can make milk if you know what you're doing.
I don't want that kind of milk.
Cat,
Greg?
Milk cat.
Yep.
I know.
So you run up to him as he's talking to Linda. Hello.
Hi. Do you have any milk?
What is that noise?
And it's your cat.
Sorry, my belly's making lots of noises.
Bingo!
Red bellies.
Bingo.
Red
That's a
berries.
cat. Maybe the cat's toys should not be where you stream the live show. What is it you need?
Milk. Your Zebu, do they make milk?
They are zebu. They do.
Can we have some? I'll trade you something for it.
What do you have to trade?
Bingo.
I can give you some rope.
Make a persuasion check. Rope for milk?
Ooh. You said persuasion? 23. I think your Zebu are making lots of noises.
Yes, shut up there, Zebu.
Gone shell.
Yeah, I'll take some rope for some milk.
Okay.
That's good.
I'll get
I need the, I have it in a jug. I need the jug back though. Do you have something to put the milk in?
Yep.
Just chug it. You know you don't.
Put in the wig. But no, it can't hold the water.
It's a lot of hair.
I've probably finished my water skin.
Just suck it down and then ring it.
I will put it in my water skin.
It may be difficult to pour in.
I do waste half of it.
Oh.
And then I give it, it's only 25 euro, I don't have a full 50 feet. Okay, here you go.
Oh,
I apologize.
Thank you.
In exchange for the information you gave me, I will warn you that there are these red berries. Don't eat them.
nobody eats the red berries.
I did last night.
Him.
I don't feel good.
Are you not from around here?
Nope.
You look ill. There is a root you can eat to make you better.
Woo! Where can I find it? What's it look like? I'm gonna go get some.
It's a pale root. I have not seen some around recently. Are you not from around?
No, you just asked me that.
Is that an oxman?
Woman.
How can you tell? They're still off at a distance, just the two of you.
I don't know how.
I didn't-
how good their hearing is.
I didn't ask.
Do you travel with the beast?
She's very nice.
I have to now.
She's my best friend.
She is my friend. Best friend, maybe someday.
I don't know how you could stand the stink. There we go. And he starts pulling the Zabo and starts walking off.
I run back to Buddy. I need to find
I whisper into my
a pale one.
into my wire that's wrapped around my finger.
It makes me better.
Whisper
Like I said
to
so.
the old man. I'm being held prisoner by this horrible monster.
You
know who this is.
Hey, what?
Don't walk away from me.
Root.
Pale root.
Uh-huh. That man said it will make me better. Because the berries are bad.
It would be the
help
same
with your
pale
tummy.
root you gave to Nock last time he got poisoned by the red berries.
No, you need to stop eating these berries. You know, you can take out the ones in my bag.
Sorry, Bree gave them to me.
You let me pass them out to everybody, Buddy.
Yes.
I mean, if
They
it
are
was on
pretty-
purpose, I wouldn't tell.
They are real sweet, though.
Yes. Let's
Maybe
keep
I'm
going.
trying to give them gastrointestinal distress.
Listen. We.
What did this man say?
He said that
He gave me milk.
Is it in the way?
Just a milk-covered hand.
he said we probably won't
It's my
reach
water skin.
the town, the settlement to the north today, possibly tomorrow. However, we may not even want to go there because they seem to be hunting witches.
What's a witch?
If I were one, I'd be worried.
You guys
Why
both
would
look
anyone think you're a
suspicious.
witch?
I don't know. I don't look
Blood covered with a skull on her head.
Maybe because she looks different from everybody
nose.
else, but you guys are
Punch
devils,
form.
so you probably are witches.
We just spoke to another one of ours, and who knows how many more of us are out there.
They
I've
made me
seen
look like
almost
this.
none of you in my life, and almost none of you in my life.
We do not know what they mean by witches.
You.
Me?
What if I'm a witch?
No.
Are you talking to me?
No, but maybe Puddle is.
Are you talking to me?
I knew it.
Talking to both of you.
There's no need to get hostile. Let's
I don't like
continue.
that.
I'm not being hostile. She is being hostile.
Well, now you are getting.
You've been hostile
raising
ever since we met.
We know nothing about either of you.
You're raising. your
Ask me
voices.
anything.
And we
I
know
even
so
open
much
book.
about you.
What god do you worship?
Who God do I worship? I worship.
He won't tell you.
Why wouldn't he not tell?
Rushrilos.
That sounds made up.
It's a god of performers. Helps us.
You're a performer.
I am.
I didn't know that.
Did you,
See, I
You
just
do not
learned.
ask these questions.
That's why
I
you're so
just did.
judgmental, I suppose.
What about you?
did you not think? What did you think this
I am
was
not
for?
a performer.
You think this was just a poor weapon I had on my
I've
back?
never seen you play it.
Nobody's asked.
So quick to criticize my friend Bree here, and yet to yourself.
If
She's
he
got
has some
nothing but
expertise, then he has some room to criticize then.
He told a bad story
Prove
last
it.
night.
How much money do you have?
He does not play for free.
Maybe if you play, I won't kill you in
See,
your
I'm
sleep.
I'm a professional.
There's no need. There's no need to kill anyone or steal their money.
Who's stealing?
This is a performance. You pay for
The
it.
cowbells.
If you played an instrument, I would pay
Quieter
for
and
you.
quieter noises as the gentleman. is
No,
getting
you need to
further.
play
How do you
now
think-
so that
how
we
do you
have
think
cowbell
musicians
in the
make their living?
background.
I'm not.
We need
More
more
cowbell!
I'm not fighting with you or anyone.
We are not fighting. You would know if we were fighting.
Ben, they seem rather aggressive.
They are.
Perhaps you should.
But so are you.
Well, I feel like we're having a thing going here.
What
Personally.
is this thing?
What can I say? I
We
guess
Well,
don't like
understand
you,
that.
and you don't like us.
I never said I didn't like you.
You are
Well, I
being-
don't like you. I don't trust bald dwarves.
Seems very,
I guess
See,
I
you are being hostile.
very hostile.
can't help myself.
That's
You
not
just-
hostile, you're weird.
Technically, he's hairless. Bald would just mean he had no hair on his
Correct,
head. He has
I
no hair down his entire
Don't
body.
have any hair.
How do you know that?
Well,
Do you
if
want
I
to
had
get a
no
wig?
hair on my head, I'd be bald. If I had no hair anywhere, I'd be hairless.
That would be a weird thing.
It would be.
Are you bald? All over?
How about we tell something about each of us for
How many men have you killed?
0.
What kind of a question is that?
How many men have you killed?
0.
Rolling
Okay, Coral.
persuasion or deception. Roll an insight. And a short hand for that.
14.
Tiki Totem wants us to fight to the
He's never
death,
killed anybody.
just so you know.
You never killed any men?
No. I have fought many times.
Sooner than you think.
How about women or children?
No, of course not. That is despicable.
Does a skeleton count?
It's very difficult to kill something that's already dead, I would assume.
How about you?
How about me what?
How many men have you killed?
You're so quick to ask everyone this question. How many of you?
I lost count.
Hard
I tend to
So-
maim. I do not know if they lived or not.
She's really awesome, so a lot.
So you choose.
I come
murder
from a
over
civilized society,
civilized
so
people.
I've never
Sometimes
killed anyone.
it's necessary.
So you are the hostile.
When people kill us, we kill them.
You are still here. How did
Have
they
not
kill you?
Kill anyone.
When people kill
I
people,
assume.
I am confused by your language.
How can you kill someone back?
The way you speak is.
So none of you at this...
the ghosts of her past
Hold
twinkle in
on.
her eyes.
Let me get this straight. None of you have ever killed anyone.
You kidnapped
Wow.
me from my home.
Babies.
Who do we have to kill?
And you, Brie? Have you killed?
Well, yes.
Then there are 3 of us who are honest here.
You kidnapped me from my home. You realize that's
Have I
Beat you then.
told you a single lie
Oh.
yet?
with who? What? Kidnapped me. I was from the city.
Why?
You kidnapped me.
Just because you have lived this life where you have to kill people does not make it a good thing.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying it's a necessary thing.
Indeed.
I was going to kill that man in town.
We know, we were there.
That's what happens.
Again, that does not make it a good thing.
When
I'm not
people kill
saying
you,
it's a good thing.
Listen.
When people try to kill you, you have to kill them or
Listen
you
to
die.
me. If we go to this place, where they are looking for witches, and we try to kill everyone, it will not work. They will know we are witches. Or
Not if
something.
I kill them with my bow.
So
Would
you're
you kill
going
them
to
with-
kill
There's
everyone
no
wherever you
need
go.
to kill anyone.
Why did you kill them with your arrow?
Listen, Bear,
Why
you
is it-
killed an entire Prakirkruti settlement,
Why
so
is-
why don't you relax about all of your...
That is quite a bit
That is
irrational of you to
Another
say.
accusation.
I'm just a traveling performer, and I've been swept up into this nonsense.
You act like you're so innocent.
As-
Red man.
What did you call me?
You are incredibly racist.
What did you call me? Did you call you Red Man? That reminds me of a song.
Like the rapper.
No,
But I won't.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Red tiefling man.
Before we rip each other apart,
T-O-S.
there is no need to continue. I think we should go to the town and help them.
Oh, the
Help
witches?
who?
No, the people that live there that are being tortured by them.
How do we know that there are even these witches there?
How do you know this man didn't just lie to all of us?
How do you
Why
know
would he lie
someone's
to
a
us? There's
witch?
no
Yeah,
reason
how do you know if
Which
someone's
witch
lying?
is which? I don't know.
Stack of this.
Oh, sorry, I'm leaning.
There's no reason. There's
Some people,
no.
some
We
people
don't
I
know what
apologize.
they mean by witch.
No one. There's no. It
Why do
doesn't
they
hurt.
think I'm a witch because of the stuff?
No,
They
it
will.
doesn't.
Oh no.
It doesn't hurt to go
So
and
don't do
try and
anything.
help.
Okay, I'll try.
You can talk, but try not to talk too much.
We don't.
Don't talk to
It can't
puppets.
hurt to go and help.
Bill's a witch.
I bet it will.
Oh,
Not
definitely.
everyone lies.
What do we have to get? What do we have to gain from helping?
Not everyone lies.
Coin.
Maybe there's money there for you.
Coin.
We're traveling
If we
with
are
two extra
traveling, we need
witches.
coin.
Do I assume you're walking while you're having this conversation? Are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
stopped drinking your
Oh,
milk?
walking.
or-
No, I'm just drinking milk in the middle of this.
Was it a bad
Well,
choice?
you
Keep talking for hours. You're to stop listening.
I was gonna say. I tried a couple times.
Walking
You all
talk.
overpowered
Oh,
me.
your dog.
Okay, so you guys continue on.
Drop a meteor
Uh,
on somebody, they'll stop it.
I almost dropped my dagger in your throat.
Oh my god.
Why is everyone trying to kill each other all the time?
What have I done?
With the
I don't trust your type.
guys.
Sorry.
With the redirection that you got from the traveling gentleman, you're a little bit back more on course. You were heading a little bit to northward, and then you swing back down, heading west and south. You travel through most of the rest of the day, finally hitting the larger parts of the hills, right? Where it really starts to be rolling. There's also more trees now. You haven't quite gotten to the part where there's actually the forest proper in this area, but you're heading in that direction. As the sun starts to go down, are you going to continue to kind of push on?
Yep, let's keep
Yeah,
going.
I have like no desire to spend another night getting these people
Okay.
at all.
I don't trust any of.
Are you
the
moving slowly? Are you just trying to get where you're going?
I'm once again stealthily proceeding through the bushes.
I don't have
So if
coordination,
you're going
so-
stealthy and everyone else is going quickly, you're going to lose them.
Oh really?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Because you're moving at like 1/4 speed or something.
Something. Yeah.
I
So-
guess I'm not moving stealthily.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a party decision.
We're on the road.
No. This guy was just moving through the tall grass.
Oh, but there's no.
You haven't hit the road.
Okay.
You didn't take the road. To take the road this way, you would have had to go back to the town through, take the road that kind of winds down southward before shooting back up northward.
So we're going-
You kind of tried to take a shortcut.
Gotcha.
You just didn't quite cut it right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then you had to kind of go back around. This gentleman also seems like he didn't quite cut it right. You're not that far off.
Sure.
It just wasn't.
My
right.
thought is that if it's dark and they're running through the tall grass, I would not be able to move quickly as I don't have dark vision.
Yeah, so it's not tall grass anymore, because now that you're in the hills, it's more like woodsy,
Okay.
kind of. Still very thin trees, but more of them. Easy to see, I mean, not in the dark, but, easy to see through them, because they're not, like, all bunched together. There's just kind of,
Sure.
like, skinny trees.
Alright, then yeah. I'm sure I know
Okay.
place.
Do you have any light going?
I can make light.
Can I minor illusion fire in my hand?
Yeah, but it's not going to shed any light.
I would prefer that we didn't.
Can make light.
I like to be stealthy, so I would not produce light.
Can you see?
Dark.
Yeah.
So when I roll for random encounters, right, I do the DM book thing and roll for looking for 19 or 20s. I rolled at advantage with 2 dice because of that, and I got 2 18s. So you don't get a random encounter, but I don't know what that means, but it will mean something tonight because that's weird.
Okay.
2 numbers
What-
just
is it-
below.
Is it a
the
moonless
number.
night?
It
Is
means
there
we
a-
encounter 18 things.
No.
Yes,
No. I'm excited. Let's do
18
it.
bunny rabbits. No. So as you're looking out, there are. I mean, the sky is just an explosion of stars here, right?
Sure.
Bright, shining stars everywhere, and the moon is in the sky.
But I know any
Roll a percentile, please, buddy.
That's
Oh my God, it's
a
gonna turn into a human.
39.
So the moon is at a bit of a distance,
Okay.
right? And you don't see the whole thing. It's about a quarter moon, somewhere between a quarter and a half, maybe even more like a third moon, thereabouts, right? So it's smaller distance, and it's kind of like this huge explosion of stars that really light up the night sky. Stars. Right, so like imagine being out way away from cities
Sure.
for us, so you don't see anything, but then also the stars are closer. Like, so both of those things are happening. So they're everywhere, and they're brighter, and they're bigger.
Could I navigate by the constellations I recognize?
So that's an interesting question for your character, I think, because probably, but you've stayed in the same area, so you also just kind of know the terrain.
Right.
So why don't you roll a survival check?
Sure.
And that group over there looks like
God,
a water
that's right.
elemental.
11.
And that one looks
Yeah,
like a
you can
fire
do okay.
elemental.
All right.
It's not the easiest
Have you ever
thing.
seen a water
Sure.
You've certainly gone out of your usual areas, right? Obviously, you aren't staying in the encampment for your people. You are moving out and in different directions and kind of around, and all that space between settlements, between what are tiefling settlements, really, you've kind of like made that your
Sure.
home. So this is a bit further out. It's a bit different. You're coming from a different angle, but you can make your way.
Sure. I will be in front.
So it's the middle of the night then. When you come upon this small village, it's nestled in among the trees. Small, single-room huts where families must live. You see them at a distance at first, then you come in closer. Some crops, mostly around the homes, personal gardens and areas. But there are fields that you passed by as well that must be tended. It's dark. It's quiet. You hear the kind of cattle moan of Zebu in the distance. You see chicken coops, but it's this time of night. They are asleep and away. And you kind of walk through the town, right? You don't stop at the first hut that you see. And they're spread out pretty far. They're not right next to each other at all. And you're walking kind of through this village that's more of a cluster of separate homes living in proximity, as opposed to what you imagine a real community to be, right? Like the real town, like Dalbaz. And there's no Kai Fen, so there's no central point of this settlement, right? And then as you're going, yeah, I knew you'd want it once you got a taste.
Bingo.
And then as you're going, you eventually notice light. There's a hut, one hut with roll perception checks.
13.
Let's go.
17.
Ooh!
13.
24.
Jesus.
So a bunch of you notice the two people out front. Two tiefling, arms folded, kind of like strongmen looking, right? But bored and kind of like leaning against and kind of their eyes half closed, right? It is the middle of the night. Torches around and stuck in, like tall tiki torch kind of styles stuck in the ground with like whatever torch they would walk around with put into the top. And then around this, far enough away from the hut that it won't light it, right? These are rather crudely made. And Bree, you hear, as you're walking in the quiet, just the sounds of the evening bugs, distant owls, but not so much now that you're closer to the town. And you hear intermittent, soft moans coming from inside that hut.
Just stubbing your toes in there.
It sounds like someone might be hurt.
What a beautiful night. I didn't roll, so.
I think those tieflings are guarding somebody.
I mean, I think someone's just trying to have some privacy.
That sounds incredibly naive. Like something you would say if your
We should go say hello.
brethren.
If you want to go say something, you go right ahead. Hi!
Now,
They kind of wake up
people are
and
sleeping.
then look up.
People are something.
What? They say something to each other. One of them goes into the hut. The other one kind of.
You don't want to draw attention.
And he just looks.
Seems a little.
And he doesn't say anything until the other one comes back. And like they kind of say something to it. Because you're still at a distance, right? You rolled good enough checks. You kind of saw this well at a distance. And they kind of say something. And then two more men come out of the hut. And they stand guard as the two that were standing guard start walking towards the lot of you. Grab one of the torches as they go. And as they get closer, they kind of proceed a little more slowly.
I'm 100% trying to duck behind something in stealth.
Roll a stealth check. Yeah.
A natural 1.
Bree face plants in the dirt, right?
Damn.
Are you okay?
Falls down and kind of coughing out the little bits of
I'll help her
all
out.
the dried nettle around.
I mean, for the record, it's a natural 1, but it comes out to an 8.
Did you stub your toe?
Still, bro, still in that one, no matter what.
Still, it's as bad as Bree can be. That's what I'm going with.
Yes.
And they. What are you doing here?
Hi.
We're just traveling.
We just need a place to sleep tonight.
It's the middle of the night.
Yes,
Yes,
it's
we are.
traveling at night.
We didn't want to camp anymore.
Where did you come from?
Which I don't know what the name of that city is.
Delbas.
That is your home.
It is. Doesn't mean I know the name of it.
You come from Dalbaz.
Correct.
The road to Dalbaz is that way.
We took a shortcut, but it wasn't shorter. We got lost.
Bree's hand is on her dagger.
We're being led by that one. I point to.
Yes.
I don't believe their type likes to use the roads as much as we do.
Don't you have your land, Ox?
I'm
Oh boy.
trying a new thing, not killing people. So,
Is that a threat?
Oh Jesus.
No.
well, yes, I guess it is. I don't know. I suppose I could kill you if I wanted to.
Please,
I'm
please,
choosing not to.
please,
Very easily.
please, buddy, please. She's
Oh, now you know my name.
She's buddy, please.
Interesting.
She's senile. She's old and she's tired. She needs a place to rest for the evening.
One of the other gentlemen starts walking from the hut as you're kind of like trying to play.
I'm her guide, and I tend to her daily, and it's a difficult job. But
What is the meaning of this?
Be nice, Grandma.
we're just travelers, trying to make our way.
This tiefling is much more finely dressed. Everything inked black, right? Like
Show
a
off.
dark black that you can't see too well in the nighttime. Although his almost like yellowy orange skin defies that. You know, like he stands out quite a bit. Big horns that stick out and up. Right, like looks more like an ox than the one that was just called ox, right? Like maybe has to turn sideways to get through many doorways. They are travelers. Say they are passing through from Dalbaz. From Dalbaz.
Mm-hmm.
And what brings you here?
You
We heard there was a rumor of witches.
We're witch hunters.
We are not witch hunters, but we could deal with this problem for you. For some coin, of course.
Now we're witch hunters.
Deal with this problem for me.
If you want us to. For coin, of course.
Of course. A band of roving thugs.
Thugs is a bit much.
It's
So,
probably is too much for the lot of you.
well, this would not be a problem if that's what you mean.
I have a particular set of skills.
If you need a place to sleep, you must take it up with the townspeople. Though, probably not while they themselves are asleep tonight. Don't bother people,
Good thing you said that.
and don't bother us.
Who are you? My name is Knock. Nice to meet you.
And takes some steps forward and ignores your hand and bends down with these big horns that like it's almost like ram like coming at you but slowly. And he's not really in your face, but he's the way you might talk to a child and like get down because you're small. He says, "We are witch hunters."
Is that what you have in your tent? A witch?
It's a hut. It's like a home, just like all
Okay.
of the others.
Is that what you have in your hut?
Roll a persuasion check.
Christ. I just wish days. That's a 4.
It is not my hut. Turns and starts walking back.
Do I
towards-
recognize him?
Probably not, but roll. What check is that, man?
Intelligence.
Percentile.
Um,
Why don't you roll percentile? He roll percentile.
no, because there's a pretty bad chance he knows who this person is. Why don't you roll perception? No, I'm sorry, history or something. Here, read this 'cause you said it.
Sorry.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Pretty good.
What was it? History? Natural 18 minus
17.
minus 1, 17.
Yeah, you don't.
Okay.
You don't know this gentleman. Yeah, so he walks back. The other two guards kind of like look you over for another second, and they follow back as well. It is the middle of the night. You are all tired. You have been walking all day, particularly the past bit of the walk. You've been trying to go quicker, and it has been hilly, which is just harder on the calves.
Do you think there's an inn here?
Could sleep outside.
It's only out here.
Why don't we check for an inn?
Are they not all just single room huts in this?
From what you've seen, but you can certainly search. I mean, you kind of like walked forward, walked for a little while, past some huts, and then got to this one that just seems to be another one, but something's going on there. But you can certainly look if that's what you're going to do. Who said it? Zephahim, do you want to give me a perception as you're looking around?
15.
Man, I rolled 2 18s earlier. I rolled a 15 while you rolled a 15. I don't know what that means, but it just means something. Someone's gonna kill you. I don't know. Yay! So you walk around, kind of like skirting around that one hut towards the center for a while. Okay. And you're not seeing anything, right? Like they're all kind of these single room huts kind of haphazardly thrown together. You see a couple that are multiple huts built fairly closely together, which might be like a family cluster or something, but definitely nothing that you see until you see, as you kind of like go out and then circle back around, this one guy, and he's sitting on a broken tree stump that he seems to have like taken it and like a log that he's put next to another tree and is using it almost like a chair, and that was long. And the tree kind of like bows a bit, so it makes almost like a little lounge chair that he's kind of made himself. And his feet are up on a rock as he looks at the lot of you and says, "Pretty late. Maybe walking around."
What's it to you?
Nothing.
We are looking for a place to stay for the night. Do you know of a place?
And he kind of like, because he's obviously pretty tired too, but for some reason still up and out and awake in the middle of the night. Yeah, might know a place. What's in it for me?
Do you take silver?
That might be better than what I was going to offer.
Roll a persuasion.
23.
Nah, I don't have a fancy place for you to stay, but... And he gets up. So this guy is small, and he's probably pretty young, too, right? Also a tiefling, like most people here, right? And he has a dull red skin. Dull, like almost pink, right? Like a pale, like a salmon almost, right? And ridges of tiny horns that kind of go back off his head, and no hair.
Just like you.
Kind of all, yeah.
Are you a tiefling? He's bald.
No, he's just bald. And his clothes look rather worn and old. And he doesn't have shoes on. But he kind of gets up. But I can give you some hay to sleep on for some silver. It's got a cover on it, got a roof.
That's perfect for us. Why are you awake at this time? Having trouble sleeping?
Yeah, recently I've just... It hasn't been easy, you know?
Can I sneak up to him and smell him?
Roll a stealth?
13.
I mean, he smells like he works for a living. He's, definitely... He's a musty man. Probably is around animals and probably doesn't bathe terribly often. Though that's not terribly abnormal either, right?
Why can't you sleep?
Do you live outside?
No.
You look like you live outside.
You would knock.
What?
Yep.
I think the hay sounds lovely. As an animal, I should sleep in hay, so I pay the man. Let's sleep in some
You're an animal, are you?
straw. Yes, I am an ox that can talk.
I heard you. What do they call them now? Ox fellas?
Oh,
Yes,
Oxford.
that's correct. Yes.
Ox folk.
I think that's all wrong.
No, I've definitely read Oxfellas before in a book.
Oh.
There's something about saying, I am an animal that is a bit oxymoronic, don't you think?
If you consider animals to be lesser or unworthy, and you are a superior race, then yes, maybe. But some of us respect animals.
I don't know about
Some
superior.
in the
I know.
ecosystem.
I know. I shovel their shit all day.
I can tell.
No,
We all shit, don't we?
no, not necessarily.
Oh, you don't. Now you don't shit either.
I already said that.
What is your name?
Inda.
Inda?
Inda.
You never killed a man you don't shit. Have you ever eaten before?
I mean, if y'all
Have
gonna
you
be
eaten-
loud, I can't give you a place to stay.
So why
need
can't
somewhere to sleep.
you sleep?
Because y'all being loud. Let's go. Where's that silver?
Nah,
I'm gonna-
you found the
Why
wig's
do you
true
have
master.
silver?
You should return it to him.
In my pocket, I'm gonna click out 2 silver and hold it out to him.
That'll do nice.
2 pieces for you. Buy yourself a nice pair of shoes, too.
Here's a silly question for DM to ask. Do tieflings have dark vision?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do, right? Okay. Because you guys don't have light, right?
No.
Well, he kind of sits there and stares at them for a sec.
Animal abuse.
And he kind of like checks their weight and everything.
What is he
It
eating?
is good hard coin.
And he puts it in.
Very sharp.
Buy yourself a nice pair of shoes, too.
I don't walk too fast, so I don't know how much I need that. But, well, come over this way. He leads you a ways. He leads you down the way you're going and kind of probably further out. This is great. And is further out from the kind of cluster of homes. Eventually, you get to what is probably pretty close to a road, though dirt and just worn from people's feet going. And there's a bigger house here, just one. Probably as big as, the bigger houses of Dalbaz, 2 stories tall, probably has a root cellar. It's nothing super fancy, but obviously much bigger than the other homes in the area. He leads you around back, past a barn, which obviously has animals in it, down a little while further and into what must be the hay barn. Now y'all can stay in here for the evening, but whatever arguing or anything else you're doing, I would ask that you keep it to a lesser degree. There are folks sleeping in the big house, though we're a bit further away.
So where will you be?
My own bed, I suppose.
He's having difficulty sleeping, I suppose. Correct?
That is true.
Any particular reason? Stress? Poor diet?
Red berries.
Red berries.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll eat the red berries, right?
No.
Yeah. First thing I learned.
We encountered a strange man on the way in. Said they were witch hunters. What does this mean to you?
Roll a persuasion check. At advantage, you gave him silver.
22.
Yeah, man, all the good rolls are on that part of the table, huh? Yeah, about them. They came up about a week and a half ago or so. There's 3 dead so far.
Witches.
One that passed. Whatever you call them.
What does this mean? What are they doing? How do they know where they are, what they do? Don't understand.
The best way to know is to go and see. It's late. You might be able to get close.
Oh, I want to go to bed.
Where?
Sleep, y'all paid for it. If you ran into them tonight, they're all only in one place.
That house.
Yeah.
I see. Thank you for this.
Bye.
That man.
Oh.
The orange one. Do you know him?
He come in with the rest.
I think he was
Never
saying,
seen before that.
I see.
Is what?
Knock is
Tired.
very tired, yes.
Name's Reject.
Z.
I'll come see y'all in the morning, though I imagine you might want to sleep in. Now, no one else should bother you over here but me, so if y'all stay quiet.
Thank you for your
You've been
kindness.
very kind. When he turns around to walk away, I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
Okay. So let's look up some sleep things real quick. So what does that do? It's a creature with X amount of, under X amount of hit
Yeah, I roll
points.
5d8, and it's like an area effect type deal,
Yeah.
where if there's creatures in that area, besides myself, of course.
Alright, roll 5d8.
5, 10, 15, 22, 26.
And he just like falls down, like just crumples.
I kind of catch him and put him in the hay.
That
Yeah.
was nice of you to do for this man.
I take one of the silver out of his hand and put it in my pouch.
They weren't in his hand. You can
Yes.
roll an investigation check to look for it. They're in his pocket.
I take one, put it in
Okay.
my pouch. Good nice.
Very nice.
Gave him a
This
good night's.
man was having trouble sleeping.
Gave him a good night's sleep.
There's no need to take his money.
Okay, let's go to bed.
You want me to kill him?
No.
I'm gonna walk over and take out my axe.
Do not kill this man.
It'd be very easy to do.
It would be easy.
It's strange that you're willing to steal from him but not kill him.
He did a kindness for us, and I did not.
I
steal
did not
from
steal.
him. I gave him the money.
What do you think he's going to think when he wakes up?
He's gonna think, wow, I had some of the best sleep of my life, and it
Oh.
only cost me 1 silver, and I made 1 silver doing
So
nothing.
this is how long does he sleep when you do this thing to him?
You should sleep till morning.
Okay. And we're going to keep him in the hay barn with us. Is that the plan?
He said he was gonna see us in the morning anyway, so
We could take him back up to where he was before.
I'm unsure why this was even done. Can someone? I'm gonna feed.
What y'all doing? As he stirs 1 minute later. That's the duration of the spell.
oh.
At your feet.
Oh,
And he's kind of like scrambles up and like slips on the hay a bit and then gets up.
You
Oh.
fell
I
down.
thought that would last. I said, oh, I thought that would last longer, and I give him the silver back.
You didn't fall down.
Sleep well.
Try to do a nice thing for people.
Likewise.
This fucking world. And he just, just walks away much quicker this time.
Puddle, follow him.
Do you want to go to that house tonight?
What house? What?
The house that we saw. Those people. Do you want to go?
Yes.
What did
You and I could sneak over there.
Yes.
I think we could do that.
What? Why are we doing this now
I
again?
want
There was
to
somebody
know
in
what
trouble.
is happening here.
There's someone in trouble.
Uh-oh.
We don't know that.
She just said it.
She doesn't know that either.
Then why are we going?
You are not going.
Why can you tell him where he
Yeah,
can
why
and cannot go? Are you his master? Are you Vaseline?
I only met this man Vaseline once.
And yet you can decide where this one goes and does not go. Like his,
Like his
is he your slave?
He is not.
Is he your child?
But he will draw attention. He is a bald dwarf.
And you.
In
He
the middle
walks,
of the night.
he walks quietly enough.
She is very quiet.
The world's largest infant.
Yes, I was just thinking he's the world's biggest baby.
Here's my question, Zafahim, if I may.
You may not.
These are your people doing this, correct?
These are not my people.
They all
are
look the same.
tieflings.
You all...
If I say this ox person did this, is that your people?
Yes.
Every ox person is your person?
What about minotaurs? They kind of like them too.
Yes.
There are other tribes, are there not?
There are other tribes, but they are still my people.
I don't understand this.
That's not... You can't change that, Zafahim. That you people are your people.
How do you feel about
I don't understand
minotaurs?
that.
Doesn't exist.
Inda is like me, but he is
They
not
don't.
me.
No.
Does that make sense?
My question to you is, what makes you...
Want to know?
Yes.
Because. Why are they staying there? All of them. What are they looking for?
They're looking for witches, and they're killing them.
Well, witches, yes, witches. What does it mean? Do you
I know what
this
it
means?
means.
What does it mean? If you enlighten me to this, I
If
will not
someone
go.
is in trouble, we should help them.
They were in trouble.
I
Well,
agree with you.
You know, some would say
I'm
that...
gonna go there
Someone
and I will
is in
talk
trouble.
to them.
No, Baron, that is why I don't want you to go.
And I will smooth
We are not
this all
going to.
over.
We are not going to talk.
It's
We
very
are going
simple.
Huge thunder crash out in the distance. Huge.
Knock.
Knock.
That wasn't
Just
me.
one.
A storm
You
is
look
coming.
out in the distance and I mean it's hard to see because there are trees here, right? But you look out and you're fairly sure, even through the darkness, you can see
A tree burning.
a tree clouds rolling in, but at a distance, still a ways out.
It's gonna rain.
This is a big storm. We could sneak into the storm.
If you go over there, what do you think is going to happen?
I think you're gonna kill them all with that big axe of yours.
I wasn't even going. Why would I do that?
You said we.
I said you. If you go over there,
I
what
thought you meant
do
the
you think?
royal
Bonnie,
US and
don't
all
worry.
of us.
I'll take care of it.
No, Bray.
Why
This
is
She
is
doesn't
not-
want. She does not want you to go. Clearly.
I don't, because I think this one will stab you in the back the
How
first
is
chance
that?
it gets.
First of all, I do not carry any sharp objects. How is what you just said to her any different than what I said to him? Is she?
I'm looking out for
Are you
her.
her master?
I'm looking out for her. I'm a friend.
I'm looking out for
I'm gonna
bears.
start
He talks too
walking
much.
Burn doesn't
out.
seem to think that.
I'm gonna start walking out.
Sure.
Oh
Okay,
no,
walk.
Burn, no, stop.
Out of the edge of the hay barn and towards the.
I'm gonna walk over them and grab him.
Okay.
Whoa!
Hey, buddy.
Whoa!
By like the back of the collar.
Whoa!
If someone is
Or
being
He does have a
robe,
very
his
flowy
robe, his robe by the back
His
of
black
his robe.
robes.
That is unnecessary.
If someone has been
Obviously
kidnapped
not.
by these people, I must
The
know.
point is to not be seen at all, not to talk to them.
You can ask them questions.
already-
They are people.
We already spoke
Bree
to them.
slips away while they're fighting.
Okay, go ahead.
Roll a stealth check.
It's easy.
If you go to talk, you go alone.
Can I perception?
Hey,
Come
Passive.
you're
on!
gonna go by yourself.
Bree was going to
9.
Yeah, you
Oh.
all see her.
talk. Who?
She's
Bree?
not gonna
Bree,
be
as she
able-
starts to walk
She can't
away.
even look. No offense. You are very good at hiding, but
And she's
you're
like,
not doing a good job at the moment.
You
We
can
could
do
all
it.
go. I can talk to them.
I believe in you.
I'm sure
If
they
you
would
go,
help
you go
us.
alone.
I don't want to go at all. I don't want to stop you from going.
I don't know what,
You just told me you want to talk to them.
Yeah, so that you won't talk to them. You're gonna kill them.
I'm not going to kill them. Why would you say that?
Just think you will.
I
That
think
is,
we all believe that
that
everyone
is a
else
disgusting
is
thing
aggressive,
to
and
say.
that's the
Think of somebody else.
There's a lot of killing going on, so
There's been no killing going
This
on.
one loves to kill.
she's killed man.
I would kill them all. Interrupted me.
If it were
I wanted to get a night's rest for once.
I'm gonna go sleep then.
alright, you find a nice little hay.
Go to
Fuck,
sleep.
fuck this. I'm going to sleep. I won't say that in the game. I
Just-
apologize. I'm going to sleep.
You have a dirty mouth, Tony.
I do. I get
Bree, are you coming or not? I'm going.
Yes.
I'll go too.
I can't find my lucky sphere.
Now
Why
I'm not
must you
going
go
to
now?
sleep.
To be spiteful.
It is my will. I can do what I wish.
Body is
How about this?
badass.
I have a great plan.
We are not trying to kill them.
If you two sneak in, the rest of us will stay on the outside, the outskirts, where they can't see us, as backup. That way we all feel better about
there
doing
won't
this.
be any issues.
You don't know that.
You're right, I don't.
I think that's the plan. I think that makes sense.
Why don't you just go to sleep?
I thought he was sleeping.
Go to sleep,
I
Bear.
was going to go to sleep until you said you were going.
Vaseline
We're
called and
wasting
said go to
time.
sleep.
We are wasting time.
Why do you want to go in there at
Why,
all?
why do you not want to find out what is happening here in this town?
Because no one's paying us to do it yet.
It's none of my business.
You want coin knock?
It helps.
You can
Sure it
you can do
does.
this with it.
Who is going to pay us? They say they are wish hunters, so they are being paid. Nobody will pay us to do this.
We don't
To do what?
know anyone's paying them.
Solve this town's problem.
How?
Find the witches.
You assume a lot.
How is that assuming?
We don't know they're being paid.
I'm sorry. I must have misunderstood you.
They are my people, as you said.
I
know
thought
they
you
are
were
being
going
paid.
in to save the poor girl or woman who's being accused of being a witch,
To
not
find
to
out.
go and kill
To
them.
find out what is happening. I did not say kill.
I'm of the assumption this is none of our
You
business.
said solve this town's problem,
That's what I said.
and the way they've been solving it is by killing.
No, go check another
Is
story.
by getting rid of the witches.
This is the story.
What if it is the
Of the people
ones
that didn't
who
mind their
seek
own
the
business.
witches
He
that
said
should be
no.
gotten rid of?
I'm telling
We
you
can
for
discern
myself.
that by going.
Yes. Or we could just stay in this barn.
My plan,
We
And
will
move
stay
on.
in the barn regardless.
it's a compromise.
I am staying in this barn that I paid for. You did not pay for it. I paid for it.
Body, I just want to know if someone's in
easily
trouble.
sleep outside.
Yes, I know, Bree, but he wants to kill the one you want to save.
That's not true. You presume a lot.
I thought she wanted
Same
to kill him.
method.
If your people have an innocent person captive, then we should save
You
them.
keep saying my people. I am with you, not with these people. I don't know these people.
That is true. You can.
What's going on back there?
It's a little much to say.
I'm laying down in the hay.
Just go to sleep. Forget about it. Fine.
Yes, you'd like us all to go to sleep, wouldn't you?
I'll go to sleep first then. Just shut up.
My
Into
experience is
yeah.
that they are very
into the
violent
barn
and scary.
walks a really rather large, not as large as Buddy, but large, muscular, shirtless human.
Oh.
Really dark skin, right? And also a bald head. Let's go with it. Bald heads all day. And he looks pissed. And, kind of just wearing like pants. He has shoes that he seems to have thrown on quite quickly, not laced as he's looking around. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna get up and go up to him and extend my hand to him.
I'm gonna hold out my cape
Hello.
and curtsy and say, "Hello, sir."
Why are you here? You need to leave.
We were
You have
just trying to
permission to
sleep.
sleep.
Permission from whom?
Reject.
Roll a persuasion check, Knock.
It's with a C.
You can roll at advantage, since other people were.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
23.
It's a magic.
He told you all you can sleep here?
In the hay, yes.
Yes.
We were just trying to get to sleep.
You gotta pay 2 silver if you want to try to hustle him for one of those.
You paid him to sleep on hay?
He did.
You paid him real silver to sleep on hay?
He did.
I told him not to.
I don't care about this.
Well, I mean, if rejects... Just... You're loud. It's like, it's really late and you're loud.
Do you live here?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, I'm going
Is this
to
your
bed.
house?
He gives you a look at that question. It's a little bewildered. It's a little offended? No.
I did not mean anything by that. We are not from here.
You ain't from that far.
Those people that are hunting witches. Why are they here? Who are the witches that they hunt?
Listen, I take care of this place. I don't have anything to say about any of that. If Reject said you can stay, y'all can stay. But you need to be quieter. He's a smart man. If he said y'all can stay, you go right ahead. But if you're causing trouble, I don't care if you paid silver or not. You didn't pay it to the man that owns this house, just someone that works there.
We won't be causing any more trouble.
Go to bed. Man. And he just kind of like turns and walks away.
I'm curled up in the hay.
Walks back towards the big house. There seems to be like an entrance towards the back of it that he walks through. You certainly see him open the door, go in, close the door nice and quietly behind him.
I'm gonna meditate now instead of before I sleep, and then I'm done with actually talking.
And throw hay at the back of his
Is
head.
anyone going to the hut, or are you...
I'm going to start walking.
I'm 100% also going.
If Bree's going, I'm gonna follow her.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
The whole point is to not be seen.
Okay. I mean, you all...
I can disguise myself as something and you can cover me. Perhaps his reject.
It is too late. They will know.
Then you
We
just
just came in minutes ago.
Then you just go and say what you see.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Then go. I'll go to bed. Tired of this.
I'm gonna start walking,
Yeah.
regardless of whether Body's coming or not.
Alright. So, Zephahim starts walking towards the hut. Bree is following,
Mm-hmm.
and Buddy is following.
I'm trying not to be seen though.
Okay. Everyone roll stealth, if that's how we're doing this.
9.
24.
15.
Okay. low rumblings of thunder out in the distance. Not that sharp crack that you heard before, but definitely it sounds like this storm is getting closer as you're walking towards this hut. As you do, you see the lights are towards the front, but it's also lit within. And coming from this angle towards kind of the side and back a little bit of this round hut, there are windows around. You're not sure, there might be something covering them. It's really hard to see. You can see that they're illuminated from the other side. You have to get closer to see, but no one stops you on your way here as you stop kind of listening to the thunder roll in, seeing certainly now the clouds as they're getting closer and starting to cover part of that blanket of stars in the sky. But the hut is in front of you. What do you do?
I would try to get maybe under a window so that way I could hear but not be seen.
Okay. So you're going up to the hut, trying to continue to be stealthy.
Stay very low, quiet.
I'm staying back with eyes on the hut.
Okay, yeah, so you're keeping a watch.
I'm going to take a javelin from my back, and I'm going to get ready. In case.
I think I would try to sneak in.
You trying to go in or go to a window to look in?
Get in.
Okay. So you're going like a separate way. Like if you're kind of heading leftward, you're kind of heading rightward. Okay, so stealth perception.
11.
19.
15.
Okay. You got what?
11.
Okay. You watch, and you kind of see, and so Zephahim gets up to the window, and you kind of look in and see in. It's a single room hut, right? It is barely furnished. There's almost nothing in there. There's a couple crude chairs, some cooking instruments, and there's a pit in the center. And it's not a fire pit. It is like 6 feet, right? Straight down and round and crude.
A full bill.
And roll a perception check. And I think you get there, and the window is pretty high for you, but you get up to another window, and you kind of pull yourself up a bit, and you look in, and you look around, and there's kind of shut, but they're open, they're not really well made, and you see that it's a single room that's very well lit, so to try to go in there would probably be very difficult to not be seen. 'Cause
Okay.
what was the
6 perception.
Oh, 15.
15?
Oh.
Roll a perception check
Oh, sorry.
while you're there.
It's not bad. 18.
Okay, so as you look, you don't see too much, right? So I think with that roll, like the shutters in front of your face, you can kind of like peek through, and you kind of see this big pit in the room full of a generally empty room, and you see kind of like some bodies there, but you can't make too much out. Bree, you look in and you see that yellow tiefling, and he's standing at the edge of the pit, looking down like he wants to put the lotion on the skin, right? Like he, like just kind of standing there, attentively looking down. He doesn't have a little dog, but don't worry about it.
Is he tucking it?
You don't know. He's wearing pants. And there's
Skin suit?
2 other tieflings in the room as well, dressed much like the ones outside, kind of off to the side, sitting down, kind of lounging, not terribly attentive to what's going on. And you also can hear rather distinctively, you're kind of tuned into these noises you're already hearing outside, but now it sounds like retching. In the pit.
Can I see her from where
No.
I am? Okay.
No, I don't think you can see too much.
But do I hear the sounds?
You can't make out what it is too
Okay.
much, but you definitely hear that there's something. But you also hear like the shuffling of like as one of them like sits back, the creak of one of these not so well made little stools that might break, but he's kind of like sitting back, and like the rustling of their clothes, right? Somehow, Bree like kind of like cuts through all that and is really attentive to what's going on in this pit. You can kind of hear it.
How long has it been?
Not too long. They had to walk there. They snuck up pretty quick. Less than 10 minutes.
You know.
You got to one, says the yellow tiefling as he's looking down. This is only 2. I don't think you'll get 3. Just this noise from the pit. There's no way to see where it is inside. Your arms, I think, are getting tired because you have to like literally hold yourself
Yeah.
up.
So I'd say I'd let go and jump down from the window.
Yeah.
And try. I mean, I would probably look for Badi, not Zephaniah, because like.
Buddy's where you left her, but although a javelin in hand.
They have somebody in a pit. It sounds like they're in trouble.
So you go. You're not yelling this, right? You
No,
like,
yeah. No, I'm not yelling.
How many?
There are 3 devils in one of the pit.
Are they armed?
I mean, I couldn't see, but probably.
Armored?
Are they armored?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not heavily, not no like chainmail or anything, but
Slightly, but not.
You bar the door, set the house on fire. In the chaos, the smoke, they'll panic. We can go in and try to get whoever's in the pit out.
That won't kill them too?
Not that we get them in time, but it would create confusion, panic.
while they're discussing this, what are you doing?
I'm trying to circle around to get a better vantage point
Okay.
into the house.
Roll another stealth check as you're like, I don't want to risk trying to push something open.
7.
Oh yeah, this window is much more open. You stick your head up, stand up in the window where Bree was. Not that you know that, you didn't see her go around to it. And that yellow tiefling is still bent over the pit. But as your head goes up, he's looking at you. Almost have the second. It's getting late. And stands back up. And his eyes don't stop meeting yours. Doesn't seem terribly upset that you're there looking in.
I realized he saw me. I know.
Oh
He's
yeah. Yeah, he's staring at you now. And the sound of wet something falling to the floor. His eyes leave you for a second as he looks down. One of the other guys that was on the stool that was about to break kind of looks over and goes, "We got 2. That's 2. Goes right back to his stool. Sits down as it creaks and leans against. And right now you're just staring in the window watching this. One more before morning. I don't see it happening. Do you? The guy in the chair just kind of like shrugs, like, I don't know.
How long is it?
12 minutes. He looks back up at you. And he says, okay. And he says, this may take some time. You can come back in the morning to see the outcome.
I just nod my head.
The rain starts to hit, right? You, like very lightly, at first, and as you walk back and towards Bree and Badi, it starts to get heavier and heavier, even in that like short distance, that short expanse between the hut and them. And by the time you get back, you're watching Bree kind of like with her cloak, I think, over her head, just hunkering, and just the water rushing down this extremely woolly, hairy ox woman.
We should go back. They saw me.
But someone's in trouble in
They
there.
know we are here. I think they are. Well, I don't think they're in trouble anymore. We should go. It would be bad. They saw me. They did not kill me or attack me. But they saw me watch.
What is going on in there?
I don't know.
It sounds like someone's very sick,
I don't.
and they're just watching them.
I don't think that was it. Something strange is happening in there.
You know, my Nana Babu was a witch.
A huge thunder crash, like before, but closer this time. It almost feels like it shakes the barn that you guys are in, right? This small hay barn, because it is right there, and you guys are very happy to be undercover as you're just watching the rain pour in the open door.
He's meditating. If when they come in, they're gonna see that he has like a whole like amount of like normal dwarf hair, because I'm just practicing my minor illusion on him while he's meditating.
You're trying to
Make him look like a real
what's it called? Not Etch a Sketch, but the guy's face. That
What's it called? Yeah.
the magnet and whatever.
yeah. We'll think about it.
What does this mean? Your Nana was a witch.
Was a witch.
I don't understand.
She had powers and scared everyone in the tribe.
Scared, like fear. Why would they fear her?
She lived longer than any of us should. Many years,
Because of her magic.
maybe. It was said in whispers, that's why. Yes.
Did she know things?
She knew much
About what?
about the world and how to affect it, about nature.
How long did she live?
She was alive up until about a week ago.
Yes, this is the same one.
She started training me when I was just a girl.
I understand.
I wonder if you do. So you see, Zevahim, I'm going in that hut, whether you want to or not. You can go scurry off back to the hay barn with the others,
Should I not get them to help us?
if you wish to.
I don't know if you can take the three of them by yourself.
Maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. In
3
honesty,
in plus 2 outside. Yeah.
I
How
don't.
many? Wait for us to get back. I will get them.
All right.
If you insist on causing trouble here,
One of these lightning strikes is going to hit a building eventually, and the whole thing's going to go up in smoke. It's a question of which one it hits.
Yeah, it is pouring. It is. You have to talk a little loudly, but you're not worried about being overheard because
So
the
loud.
rain is just so. It's coming down so hard right now.
do not go until we get here. It would be a fool's errand to do that.
You have a strange sort of decency about you, you know that, Zevahim?
I just don't want it to be my fault that you died.
I'm dying sooner than later, no matter what happens tonight.
At that, I'm gonna go.
Okay. So you're gonna head back towards. What is Bree doing?
I think I'm just gonna stick with Badi and return back with her.
Sure.
The storm will create cover for you.
I want to start moving quickly, as quick as I can with all my stuff
Um,
in the rain.
Yeah, so I think like as you're going, you're splashing as you go, but it's easy enough to make your way back rather quickly as you enter and kind of like shake off a little bit from all of the water that's just dripping off of you.
As soon as I get to the barn or the hay where everybody was, there's trouble. There's trouble.
I knew it.
It is because of Badi. She wants to go in.
Kill him.
Yes.
It's fine.
What we can... I convinced her to wait until we get there at least.
Well, let's go.
There will be much violence, Ben. You understand this?
We can't let them. But we can try and stop them. There's no reason to do it. I'm gonna.
Ben, listen to me.
I hear you.
If we don't go, Badi might change her mind.
If we don't go,
If we do go, you risk your life. You understand this?
I can stop her from doing it. It's
All right.
fine.
I'm gonna say to in Infernal, this is getting out of hand.
Yes.
We are drawing a lot of attention.
We need to do this and get out.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna say friend in Infernal.
Which is actually fool. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna pick up knock and.
Who was like starting to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Before we go, I'm going to say to Buddy.
You're not even.
Yeah, Body's not there.
not-
Yeah,
Buddy's not. Oh, Buddy
no.
didn't come back.
Yeah, Body and Bree stayed.
Mm-hmm. We'll run there.
Okay, as that's happening, because it's a while, he has to run there to have this conversation, all run back. What are the two of you doing?
What is the roof made out of?
Thatched.
You
Yeah.
go through the roof
Wonderful.
from above. Perhaps we can create some distraction beforehand to draw them out.
I'll need you to toss me.
What?
I need you to throw me up on the roof. I'm too small.
Can you not climb?
I could try, but it'd be easier if you just threw me up there.
How tall's the roof?
Not terribly. Yeah, I mean, 8, 10 feet. You know, it's kind of conical so that rain can slosh up. So yeah, probably 8-ish.
Sure, I can do that.
Wonderful.
Go for the one with the big horns. He's the leader. When he falls, they'll scatter.
Excellent.
Okay.
So
Are you waiting for your companions to get there?
I'll wait. Yeah, I'm not.
Alright.
I'm waiting for. What I'm waiting for, actually, depending on whether they get back there or not, is for one of these lightning strikes to the building and set on fire. That's what I'm waiting for.
That is not happening.
Okay, that's
As
fine.
far
Then
as-
I'll wait.
yeah.
Yeah, then I'll
As
wait.
far as you say.
when we get,
I'm gonna have you toss me, but I'm gonna wait for your signal up on the roof.
I'll wait till we see the others to toss you.
Oh,
Would,
okay.
would I have had an inkling after what I did see? Would I have had an inkling of what they were doing? Or
Who?
what they were doing?
In the hut?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I told you.
Okay.
when we get there.
Oh, like would you? So
Would I
go
have
ahead.
any
like
sort
do you
of
have a
prior-
background?
Yes.
Roll a history check. Eric, what were you saying?
Let him just do his thing.
God, was it?
Okay. Yeah. It's a 2-0 right there. So, as you're running back, you are thinking of these, like witches. How are you? What do you do with witches? How are you supposed to figure out what they are? Tangena.
That's a natural 20.
Bingo. That's a natural 20.
Oh my god.
So Tangena, it is a tree that grows locally. It has. It's a lot of cat butt in the frame.
Excuse me, that's supposed to be Tony?
You're so light. It has a nut that grows on it that is highly poisonous, right? Like kill you poison. So while nobody really messes up the red berry thing, really no one messes this up, right? It's extremely deadly potent. I'm gonna give you all the. You got a nat 20. They use this to figure out who witches are. They take and dry out the skin of birds and make you swallow 3 pieces of it along with the tangenta poison. And if you are able to regurgitate all 3 pieces, which also probably means you got enough of the poison out to survive, it means you're not a witch. It means that Sazish has smiled on you and you're a true believer. You also know people usually will readily put themselves to this test to prove themselves. So you don't think she's being held against her will.
Right.
As you run back to find these two.
Mind you, wake me up when we get back.
Pouring.
When we get back, I'm out of breath. I just say, Buddy, and I'm gonna inspire Buddy, and I'm gonna say, before we do this, let me tell you a story. It was an ox, family of oxes, who could not be dropped by tides of men. Men fell over and over, trying to beat against the rock of her body. No, not time, not men could drop her. How could these 3 mere ones do the same? How does the story end?
Is it normal to talk this much before you kill?
Here's your...
You feel inspired by it though. With a nice D6. 6, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I'm gonna grab Bree. Rage! I'm gonna throw him on the roof.
We weren't even there yet, I thought.
We're all...
Oh, this is as you got them. That,
Yeah.
Explain that.
Wait, whoa. What are you doing?
I just threw him on the roof. So
Why?
So you were a bit ways up. So I think you grabbed her and started walking towards the
It's
roof.
happening
It depends
now.
if you stop when they're going, whoa. Because,
Do not do this.
20 yards away, here's a halfling. That's
Why
all.
are you throwing her?
I know what they were doing.
Me next.
No.
Yes, she just has Bree.
I'm gonna yell. I wanna,
And you're like,
do not do this.
I'm already raging, so I now roll to see if I even understand what he's saying, but I'm not like that's
yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, you just run forward and fucking huck your halfling friend onto this roof. Why don't you roll athletics?
sure.
Do I need to roll the land?
Oh, we'll get there. Let's see if you get to the roof first.
Athletic 16.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, roll acrobatics to see how you land. Just, you huck her. I think you, do the discus and just turn and launch her up.
Bree lands with a 24.
Okay. You slide a bit and then grab a handful and catch yourself. And now you're on the roof.
And I have my short sword out.
Everyone roll initiative, man. You're raging. That's
No.
a turn-based shit, man.
No!
Yes!
So you
Scream
land
no.
with a thud on the roof.
I'm just gonna scream.
That sags.
I
under
rolled a
the weight.
22. I have to be so bad.
Okay. You're first though, so that's why you're looking for first.
I'll wait till I go.
Tis okay for
Or
you
maybe
to
you're
go.
first.
I don't know where
All
my
right.
pedal is.
25 to 20.
22!
Roll to the bathroom. You must.
Go to the.
22 is Bree. 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
12.
That's good stuff right there.
In the words of a
12
wise man,
is,
let's fucking go.
I do not know this wise man you speak of.
10 to 5.
I should remember my
8.
little dice one.
5.
What'd you roll? Oh, 5.
We both rolled 5.
Okay, so 9
What?
was
Wait, now you're banned.
And 8 was
No, this dragon is wrong.
was that
You do a
15?
dragon.
I did.
Let me see.
And 5 was knock.
Both of
That's the
us.
one. Where?
Who's going first?
Me.
Me.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Go.
What's your dex modifier?
It's by Dex, man.
And he goes first.
By rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, you for it.
Okay, so we have there. Bree, you are on the roof. What do you do?
I think that first I will try to use my short sword
Let's
to like
Plunging attack.
hack away some of the thatch roof so I can see in better.
You're trying to just see in or to get in?
See first.
Okay, roll an attack.
Am I attacking the roof?
You're attacking the roof.
I attack the roof with 11.
Oh boy.
Okay, yeah, you kind of, I think, plunge your sword in and twist around and then pull it back out, and you now have like a hole that you can see the same scene you've seen before, except now you can see into the pit, and there is a woman in there, and she has a dress, but it's kind of like half falling off of her, right? And there's just a pile of vomit, and she looks awful, right? So it's like this light blue-skinned tiefling as she kind of like looks up as just water starts pouring onto her from this hole that you made in the roof, and she just looks absolutely awful, like feverish, sweating. Her hair is like clinging to herself as she's just like squinting and looking up. What else would you like to do? All right.
Where's the tiefling that's guarding her? Like the
Okay.
main one who's standing and heckling and being.
Let's get a mark.
jackass.
Can I get in here and I'll get a marker and I'll draw this out. I wasn't expecting this, but we can do it.
Do you need to?
Can I scoot between?
Oh
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I already had an action, so I guess I can't.
You've already taken your action.
I love it.
Thank you.
What's his
So
name?
let me do this.
Sun
to
Dragon.
draw.
Delaware.
Okay. So
It's so good.
so we have here's my great artistic skill. It's a circle, and in the circle is another circle.
Big donut.
It's a big donut, and there's a door over here.
Big donut. I like
Julia, you had to go to
And
choose.
Go first. Okay.
Can we bring some crayons next time?
Please.
there's some people
Crayons or
around.
colored
So
pencils? What do you prefer?
My children.
he's by the door, kind of. Well,
Here's Inda.
all right. You guys are still like back here.
I'm on the roof though.
Oh shit! I thought we were over here because I thought
You guys were-
Buddy was right here about
Yep.
to throw him up on the
Nope.
roof.
So they were hanging back. You got there. Badi rushes forward,
Oh okay.
and throws her while you guys are like, no, don't.
Are these 5 foot squares?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, but is this Badi? Which side is Badi right now? So Badi's pretty close. You're on the roof, but up here. Let me use.
Where's the hole in the roof?
Gates 5.
Where in front of you?
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna use orc people as randos. So randos 1, 2. This one's kind of sitting over here. This other one's over here. And then let me find something to be.
The main tiefling.
Yeah. So let's just who's my? Well, this is my usual go-to tiefling, right? So this will be him as he's here. And there's a girl in the pit. And she's blue, so we'll use the blue girl. And she's laying down. And everyone else is kind of back there.
See, Kiva.
So what are you doing, Bree?
I'm gonna shoot an arrow at that. I can't. I took my
You
action.
Use your action.
I'm done then. I'm staying where I am.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try and get in there by myself. That's dumb.
Where am I?
You didn't place
You guys are back in it. Yeah.
Zahim.
You have not.
Wait, where am I?
Do I have the knock mini? You know somewhere. But instead of looking for it, let me just give you another.
Well, I have one, but I'll just use.
Just use that. Yeah, just use that for now. Yeah, we are not too set up with minis, but we have some. And, I also my
But is
circles
that
are
shade
like way
fire me a
down
little
hot.
bit?
So that ends your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is notices you and is absolutely going to pull out a crossbow, a light crossbow that he has by his side. He picks it up, loads it, looks up, and is going to shoot at Bree. That is going to. Can you look at Bree's thing for me? So that is 13 to hit.
Miss.
She looks away as this bolt goes, and the others seem to like be getting up and noticing what's going on too. But he definitely moved the quickest. Other than that, he's gonna stay where he is, just looking, shooting daggers with his eyes at Bree. Looking a little confused, honestly, but still ready to kill someone. Buddy.
How tall is the? How high is the building? Like how high is the roof?
For the Kool-Aid
Like 8
man
feet
this?
up. And then it pitches, a bit.
Okay. What does the siding look like here?
Oh boy, here we go.
It's not super well made. Yeah, it's a not
Great.
Gore the
exciting
Good stuff.
well made.
Gore the building.
Okay. I am going to.
End on deck.
Okay.
I'm gonna just Kool-Aid man the show.
Okay. So are you like a horn attack going, just ramming it?
I will do.
Or are you going with your battle axe to try to?
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking try to like just fucking bull rush it open and just charge it.
So make I think horn attack would be the closest,
Okay.
right? Like
Sure. Yeah. All good.
just you have it. So I think going horn first,
Right.
as
right.
opposed to just running into a wall.
Horns.
I think that gives
that's
you
a 17.
Okay,
Right.
roll for damage. What is damage for wall? I feel like I have that somewhere.
8.
Okay, I think you don't get through it, but it like cracks in and splinters
Okay.
for a bit. And I think another good whack you can get through, right? Because it's definitely, but you have to like make your way through and like
All right.
push it.
I want to use my.
But
move.
there's, for all intents and purposes, what's most.
I want to
of
use the rest of my
whole-
moves to try to climb. They'll try to climb up onto the roof.
So you do it and do that, and then climb. Roll in athletics just to see how you're doing climbing. It's raining. It's wet.
Shit. 14.
You get onto the roof though. I think you mostly jump and just pull yourself up. And the thing starts sagging immediately with your weight on it.
I'm just up there like fucking that guy from the lot. It's like in the rain part. Looking at
Okay. Inda.
I'm just gonna start Jack Sparrow running at the building. Just have 30 feet of movement. So I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all I can do. I can double move because I'm not gonna be able to do very much.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. I'm just gonna get to about here.
So you're on the intact part of the wall.
Yeah. I'm
Oh.
not gonna try to. I don't think I have the durability to smash through the rest of this wall.
Sure.
And can I pull out my rapier as a bonus action at my turn?
Oh yeah. You
Okay.
pull out your sword. You're kind of like back against it, trying to see what else is going on. Cool. So the other gents are gonna go. So the two inside pull out heavy crossbows they really didn't think they'd have to use today, and are going to do what their leader did and shoot at Bree.
Oh, good.
That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Nope.
And a 16 to hit.
That is my AC.
So that'll do it. So that's gonna be, that's gonna be a whole 1 piercing damage. And I think your head is in here, right? So you move out of the way, but it just catches you. And for a second, there's a bit of a splatter of blood, just as this head wound that's really artificial, but head wounds bleed, right? When you work with kids, you see them smack their head all the time, blah, blah. And it just splatters on the ground with this water that's rushing in, and your hair is to your side as water's going, and you look like some feral ass halfling up on there, dodging attacks. So these guys also have 30 feet movement, and they are going to each run around the building, because there's obviously something going on behind there. And I think that gives them line of sight to Inda.
Is there? I was under the impression there was a ground level and then there was a window maybe up.
They're outside though.
Oh, you moved him. You moved them around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one, I think, sees your big ass up on that roof.
Oh yeah.
And is gonna take a shot at you.
Maybe.
That's only gonna be a 9 though. 'Cause whoosh! And shoots, and it goes way out as another crack of thunder lights things up. That one over there has line of sight at you, and he's going to take a shot as he sees you kind of hanging. So that's going to be a 14 to hit?
Yeah, that is.
Okay. So that's going to be 8 points of damage.
Eesh.
As this heavy crossbow bolt catches you in the side, and it feels like it's going to rip straight through, but then it kind of sticks, and you're not sure if that's better or worse. That ends their turn. Zeph Fahim.
I'm going to, seeing Inda get hit pretty good. 30, full 30.
Okay.
And I'm going to, it's alright, friend, we got this. And I'll lay on hands for 5 HP.
Great.
Hey, thank you.
Is that in your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Baron.
How much?
I will. Is this the door?
Yeah. That's the door. Yep, it's on the
Okay.
opposite side. Here, I got the. You want a dwarf? I got
He's not a real dwarf. He's had an infant.
Yeah, go.
Is this door?
It's a pretty hairy dwarf, though. Can you find a bald dwarf mini?
It's very hard.
I'll make you a custom.
So I'm gonna run up here.
Good bell motion.
What's your move speed?
I think you do kind of like an anime kind of, or like your hands behind your back, and it's like you're going after Area 51.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly how I run. That's how I was taught to run. So that's how I always run.
You're the Kyles.
A decade from now, when people are going back and watching this, they have to remember that these are 2019 jokes.
Correct.
You see, in like a week, less than a week, people are going to go storm Area 51. It can only lead to good things.
Yes. Anyway, so can I see any of them? Can I?
Yeah.
I
You
can
can
see
see
them
people
attacking.
outside.
Friday.
I can see them attacking.
You
people.
can see this one to your character's right that just shot a bolt at Inda. And you can probably still see this one to the left, though there's now a couple people in the way.
Are you okay?
No.
No.
Yeah, I think the lay on hands actually pushed the arrow out of your body too, right? So,
I'm a little confused. I'm just gonna hold my action.
what are you holding, and what are you holding it for?
This is the guy that shot me over there.
In case you're wondering.
Go punch him or something.
If it becomes close, I want to.
Okay, if someone comes closer, you're gonna punch him in the face. Cool. Knock. Breeze on deck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Yeah, I can see this guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Dig in my bag.
Oh no.
Pull out my dagger.
Oh.
Spit on it.
and after I spit on it, I throw it like this. An ice version of it comes shooting out of it.
Sure,
After
roll to
I
attack.
shoot ice knife.
Wow.
Good idea.
That was beautiful.
20.
20 will hit.
What is it?
It's spat on.
5 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of go like this, and then cutting through this like absolutely torrential downfall. This solidified ice knife jumps out of nowhere and sticks into him. He didn't even see it coming.
Is anyone within 5 feet of him?
Yeah, but there's a wall in the way.
Okay, so it won't hit them. But
Yeah.
now the dagger explodes.
Yeah, and I think it.
He has to make a.
Now you're
dex
too
save.
high. Who does? The same guy?
Uh-huh,
How much damage was the first thing, by the way?
5.
5. Okay.
That's ice.
A dex save. It's gonna be a 12.
It's a little AoE
That's a
thing. You-
fail. So
Okay.
she takes 3d6 damage.
You shoot that into a bunch of goblins.
That's cool.
9 more damage.
Okay.
Dead.
Jeez.
This ice shards like explode, and he like is blown back for a second.
I don't surge.
He looks okay. Then it's your turn. Brace.
Okay, so I'm gonna wipe blood off of my head. And I'm gonna look at my hand and I'm gonna say, I will not be taken again. And I'm gonna drop in.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics as you go. Like the hole widens as you kind of like almost push your shoulder and roll through it.
Yes.
Nat 1.
Yes.
Okay.
She falls into
In the pit.
I fell into the pit.
Falls
Uh,
in one of the- one of the nuts
Now
falls
he
in.
did kind of say that you were right over the pit
Yes.
with water falling on
Uh-huh.
her. Okay, good. So you take 5 points of damage.
Oh!
Jesus.
You're looking rough.
You fall prone, almost on top of this woman, who begins to
I'm
scream.
not using that again. Take it away.
Who had a dagger like this?
And now it's your turn.
I'm prone.
You can stand up.
Half your movement to stand up,
I will use half my movement to stand
and
up.
I think you can't get out of the pit. Right? You use part of your movement to like get through this hole and push through. Use the rest of your movement to stand up. I think that you're not going to be able to get out of this 6-foot pit.
Will I be able to take an action?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'm shooting an arrow at that fucking tiefling now.
Sure. Yeah. Go for it.
You can't swear.
Why not?
Kill her. Kill the girl.
Yes!
Okay.
I mean, I rolled an 18 plus 7.
That'll hit. Yeah. So roll for damage.
Short bow. Hello.
I would have it like an ancient dragon.
8.
8 points of damage.
No, wait. Dragon say 27.
Yeah,
You do, and it,
25 is pretty good. So,
the arrow like grazes his shoulder as he goes to move out of the way and is surprised at your speed, right? You crash through, fall prone, he looks over, and almost before he can react, you're back on your feet with an arrow drawn shooting it at him. And it just catches him, and you just see blood splurt out. It doesn't seem to stick in quite, but definitely you got him. He's, and he looks surprised and kind of mad.
Okay. I might die tonight.
Alright, that ends your turn. Because it's
You wanted to get thrown into the room.
You're in my way. You're reading what I'm reading.
Because it's his turn next.
I'm being a little bit aggressive for how many hit points I have.
Shit. Like a.
But based on the
arrow.
ghosts of my past, this seems appropriate. Which I might die without anybody knowing.
So he pulls out
Ew.
a sword.
is that
Okay.
the HP?
This small thing, and it looks very ceremonial. And he jumps down into the pit with
I
you.
wasn't sure.
And he is going to take 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
So the first one is a 15 to hit.
No.
So he swipes at you, and he's taking a lot of care to not hit the woman in the pit. You can tell. And he just misses and hits the side of the wall, and then he comes back again for another one.
Mm-hmm.
It's worse though. He doesn't. He's trying to. Roll an insight check for me.
Okay.
Do you want to put him into the pit?
He fell into the pit. Insight?
Yeah.
That's a 16.
He is trying to position himself between you and this woman.
Like thinking I'm gonna hurt her?
Yeah.
Oh. Intrigue.
Yeah. Well, you.
Can I have an attack of opportunity on him then?
No. He's not leaving your. He's just. But he's like trying to like attack you and position himself to get between the two of you. That'll end his
he must
turn.
think that I'm also a witch hunter. But I'm a tiefling hunter.
After him is Badi and is
What?
Badi. Before this happens, let me see. Oh, just actually, I'll have you roll. Just roll a d20 for me.
Who wants to fall into the pit?
3.
What you rolled a 3.
Yes.
Okay, so you rammed this part of the wall,
Yeah.
right? And then climbed your very stocky ass up to the roof.
Right.
It crushes in, and you are inside this hut. But I need you to roll an athletics check to see if you land on your feet.
Natural 20.
You
So 26.
Okay, with a natural 20, this is what I'll give you. You land right next to this guy, and as you land, and all like, this roof and wall and shit, and there's a big hole now, falls in, he steps just outside of your range, and I'll let you take your reaction as an attack of opportunity.
Natural 19, that'll hit.
Okay.
I'll take the great axe and I'll just say, what did you think was going to happen? I'm gonna just That's 12 damage.
Okay, yeah. So he takes a step back, and you just wail across him.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's plus rage damage. That's 14 damage.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, and there's a line of red and a big gash in his armor.
He's still alive.
Oh yeah.
I use my axe, take another attack at him.
Okay, yeah. So you take a step forward.
And I'm gonna. That's a 17 hit.
No, that'll hit.
So Molly's actually level 4.
Oh, that's 16 damage. Jesus Christ. And I'm gonna cleave down at him. Just again, just.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And after I cleave him down, I'm gonna just grab both sides of his halved body and just. What did you think? And just slam him each time.
Yeah. This is.
We think the ghosts in my past are fucked.
And then I'm gonna take my bonus action and I'm gonna shove the two halves of him into the pit.
As the two halves fall onto this horrified woman.
No.
This bloody pieces.
Blood rain.
I'm just gonna stare at the other one and they're in the room with me.
You're up.
It smells like iron. So these two are both still up, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to point at the one that I can see. That one right there.
Cool, that hit you, sure.
And I'm just going to cast Sleep at him.
Okay. Roll.
No, actually, nope. No, I'm not. Because
Okay.
I need something else. I'm going to take my move. Because he already shot his bolt, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, he already took his... So I'm going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not completely closing the gap. But then I'm going to...
You had enough movement because you were here, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
No, I'm
You can get within melee.
thinking
with it.
geometry of it. Okay, well, I'm not going to move the entire way. And... Can I move, attack, and bonus, right?
Sure. Yeah, if you have something to use as a bonus action,
No,
definitely.
I can always just do Bardic Inspiration as my... so I'm going to come in. I'm going to try to get attacking with my rapier. Definitely not hidden. That's only going to be a 9.
Yeah, 9 will not do it. He just steps back out of your attack, and he's like kind of letting this heavy crossbow fall to the side and pulling out this like big heavy mace he has.
Alright, and I'm going to sort of point backwards and point directly at Burn and say, Monk save people. What's your story? And you take your D6 inspiration.
You still have it too. Don't forget.
Yes.
Um.
I plan to use it.
Okay, that's your turn. So it's their turn now. So he is going to make 2 attacks at you with his mace. That's going to be a 20 to hit
Yeah.
and a natural 1. So let's do the damage on the 20 first.
Was that a crit or just a 20?
No, not natural. It's dirty. That's 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he takes this and whips it around and hits you. And I'm going to make him, because it is a mace, I'm going to make him roll an attack against himself with a natural 1. That's another natural 1.
So then the way I've always done it is like you roll again, and then the worse it gets, like you're basically critting yourself. Like if you roll a 1 and then a 1, you basically crit
Well,
yourself.
but he rolled to attack himself. So I think he misses.
Himself.
I think the frickin' mace goes flying behind him.
That works too.
Yeah, because if he rolled a nat 20, I would have made him crit himself. So a nat 1 means he really messed it up. So yeah, he's just like swings it, hits you, gets excited, goes back for another one, and like overdoes it, and it goes flying. As there's another crack of lightning that just scares him, and it goes flying. All right. Then there's this one that got an ice knife thrown at him and sees 3 guys over there. So he's heard a lot of splashing noises as his friend might have been torn apart. He's gonna run 30 feet towards the front of the building. And he's just saying, "What is this? Move it out of here!" The other guy in there is saying, "What the fuck you did?" He don't want to get close to you, so he's gonna go ahead and shoot you with a crossbow bolt again. That's an 11 to hit.
Does not hit.
Yeah, just misses so bad it goes out the hole you made through the hut as the ceiling's starting to crush in and water is just pouring in. It's starting to pool on the floor and pour down into the pit. That's all of them? Because one of them would cut in half. Yep, okay. Zephakim, bear on deck.
Alright. Seeing that Inda is again in trouble, getting smacked pretty hard with that mace.
Yeah.
20, 30. I'm gonna get right up on top of him and just swing my warhammer like a baseball bat at his head.
Okay, roll to attack.
That's a 21.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's 10.
10 points of damage. Okay, good to know.
That's my turn.
Okay. Baron, knock on deck.
I will.
Yeah.
Run.
Please do remember that there is just a big ass fucking hole where this wall used to be too.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
what a
that's
race
fine.
you.
Oh.
T-Sands
I'll,
are wet.
Wet race.
What
I'll
the
go
fuck are
inside,
you doing?
T-Sands are moist.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So you run inside. This is the scene you see. What do you do? There's a big pit. I don't know that you can see what's going on in the big pit.
A pile of limbs.
There's some yelling, piles of limbs.
So good of you to join us,
A barfing woman.
But there's still that guy over close to you that's inside.
Is he trying to attack them?
He has a crossbow and he's working on reloading it.
I'll jump into the pit.
What the fuck?
Wow. Okay, Baron jumps into the pit.
I jumped.
Do you have enough movement?
And I'll try. Huh?
Do you have enough movement? I guess?
He's a monk. Sure, why not?
Can you?
Yeah, but he's a dwarf.
Yeah.
You take a long jump, like a Mario long jump. And
It
that's
gets right to the edge, so I assume I can crawl my way in. It's like right. I mean, it's in the middle of the square that I can get on, so I assume.
Yeah, you can get in that pit, man.
I'll get in
It's
the
not
pit.
too. It's very full.
So, how far across is this pit? Like,
6 feet. I mean, with the girl like laying down and
6 by
great.
6 basically.
Yeah, it's
4 people in this pit. It's just
as if this table were round, more or
4
less.
people in a dead body.
Oh, that's plenty big enough. Especially with the giant rock. I'm gonna hold my action. I'm just gonna try and calm her down, though.
She's not in the pit.
No, she is. No, she's not. Oops.
She's in the pit.
Right
I'm
now,
in the pit.
right now,
So do you
there's
wanna-
just blood just pouring down.
Yeah, do you want to be in the pit or do you want to
I mean, you
I,
could always.
I don't. I'm done. I'm done with my turn.
be? All right, you're in the pit.
This
Okay.
Just whirlwind.
This is
I know.
Okay.
A knock.
Lightning strike to the pit.
No.
25, 30. Yep. I'm going to Ray of Frost, Mr. Man that is running away.
Okay.
Ooh, 23 to hit.
Jesus.
2 damage.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And his speed is reduced by 10 until the start of my next turn.
Reduced by 10.
Yes.
Okay. Remember that for me. 2 damage. Okay, yeah, as like and he's just like all of a sudden like curls up on himself and stops for half a second as he like then continues to move forward. But he's like slipping a bit on the floor now as all of this totally damp ground just starts to freeze over around him. Okay.
Where you going?
Okay, that ends your turn?
Yep.
Body?
That was
No.
No. Me?
I was looking at a different
Bree is
barrel.
first.
Bree is first.
Okay. So just for clarification, the witch, well, the woman is in the pit.
The witch, big bad burn.
She is in the pit.
Baron is in the pit.
Yeah, and
Baron is in the pit.
The split in half body is in the pit.
Technically 2 halves.
Yes. Oh yes.
And I'm in the pit.
Yep.
Yes.
And the head tiefling is still outside of the pit.
No.
No, he's in the pit too.
He's in the pit
Oh,
with
he's
you.
also in the pit. I'm attacking him with my short sword.
Okay.
Ooh, we got sneak attack because he's 5 feet now. No.
No.
He's
I
just
don't think
within
that's how
5
it
feet.
works.
20 gang.
Oh.
Alright, roll
That's
to
if he was
attack.
unaware.
I rolled an 18, so
That'll hit.
that's 11 damage.
You got sneak attack.
Do I?
Yeah.
I thought
He's within 5 feet.
Okay.
But does he have to be threatening?
He is. I mean, he's there. He's an ally. He's
So 16
attack.
total.
16 damage. Okay.
I rolled very well on my damage.
Alright.
Does anybody want to heal me?
Was that with a sword?
That was my short sword.
Okay, yeah. You swipe up and slash at him. As he's trying to look at this new threat that just walked in, you just get him by the side. Yeah, he seems a bit flustered. That ends your turn, Bree. He is next.
Can I wait? I hadn't used my movement, right? Can I get out of the pit with
You
my
can
movement?
certainly try.
Well, you
I'm gonna try.
Okay, make an athletics check to try to climb up
Just
the
don't wanna be
damp
in that
wall of
close
a
of-
muddy pit.
Like, I'm that close. So 12.
I think that's enough to get up. So you scramble up and kind of start crawling your way, but he definitely takes an attack of opportunity as you're going.
Yeah. Shit. I didn't
On
think
that,
about
can
that.
I
You want to attack him first? Go for
try
it.
to immobilize him?
Yeah, so as he does, and he's going for your friend, you just...
Friend is
14.
Traveling companion. 14 does not hit. What do you attack? You're just trying to punch him?
Yeah.
He's kind of a little more awake now, and he moves out of the way as you try to give him an attack. So he moves out of the way. He takes a swipe at you. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
yes.
Night, night.
Am I falling asleep back into the pit?
That's gonna 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to the 9 points. I rolled max damage there, so he just swipes up, hits you off on the side, and you tumble back into the pit unconscious.
Level 1. Level 1.
Y'all doing a lot at level 1, my friends. I don't know about all that, but you make your decisions. You dig your pit, you lie in it. Alright, that is Bree's turn. Knock. No.
No.
Man, what am I doing? 'Cause I keep
Body,
flipping.
I think, right?
Yeah, no, it's his turn now. That was his
Okay.
reaction. Now that you fall, and having done, he's going to take 2 attacks at the bald dwarf in front of him.
Wasn't paying attention.
So the first one is going to be. I have 2 dice that look too similar. I don't know. One of them's a 2 and one of them's a 19, and I don't know which one I rolled. That's a natural. So that's an 8 to hit on the first one. 8 to hit, and the second one is gonna be a 10 to hit.
No.
Yeah, so he takes 2 swipes, and you're moving out of the way. Again, now trying to position himself between you and the woman that's unconscious on the ground. That is going to end his turn. Body is up and is on deck.
Alright. I'm gonna look at this fucker staring me across the room. Your turn! And I'm gonna just run at him and take a swing with my great axe. This time I'm just gonna go right across the middle. Yeah. That's a 17 to hit.
You'll hit.
That's 11 damage.
11 points of damage. Okay, yeah. You definitely... he blocks most of it, but you still get it. And I think you have a big gash, like, over his chest, up his chin, as his back hits against the wall and he kind of bounces back.
And bonus action, I'm going to use my hammering horn to shove him into the wall. Just pin him up against it.
Okay.
And
That's a...
athletics check.
Athletics. Contested.
Oh, the first one better. Only a 14.
That's a natural 18
Okay,
for
so,
him.
so
So you're... he, I think, ducks out of the way as your horns just, boom, like, hit into the wall and make it shudder directly behind a lot of you out there. Just this big hit, and you actually see the 2 horns pop through before Buddy pulls her right back. Then
soon now. Yes.
Inda.
Alright, I'm gonna take the disengage action. I'm gonna
Okay.
back up. I'm gonna back up to about here. And I'm going to
running moment.
yeah.
Running back.
And I'm going to gesture at Zepahim, and for bonus action, use my 3rd of 4 inspirations.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, me and my friends get no respect. What do these halflings do that we neglect? We keeping all these dudes in check. Me and my friend get no respect.
Take your point of inspiration. Okay, that is your turn. Alright, it is the gent's turn now. So he's in melee over there with Zephahim. He does not have a mace any longer because it went flying.
Which way did it go? This way or this way?
Behind him.
Okay.
Yeah, so this way. But it fell, among the grass or something, so you'd have to, investigate to find it. He... So someone just fled, but he doesn't have a weapon. So he backs up. You can take an attack of opportunity. Because he still thinks he's
that
winning,
defense too.
I think.
That would be a 21.
That'll do it, yeah.
That's 5 damage.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, you take this attack as he just takes it in the back, but spins around, pulling up the heavy crossbow that was still on his back, and is going to shoot one at you, trying to put distance as well as do some damage. That's going to be a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Bingo.
Yeah, he misses, and that ends his turn. Who else do we have? We have the guy with Badi, who practically pinned against the wall. He's going to take 2 attacks because I don't think he can get away. He doesn't think he can get away. Let me put it that way. The first one is a 19 to hit.
Hit!
Okay. 6 points of bludgeoning
After 3,
damage.
yes.
After 3, as he smacks you in the side and then kind of tries to bring it back around to get you again. Trying to get this big ass dude. Ooh, that's a natural 17. That's gonna bring it up to a 21.
Oh, good. Good.
That is 1 halved to still 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, 1 plus. What does he get? Nope. Yep. Wait. 3 halved to 1.
Okay. Or 2, whatever.
Is it 2?
I don't know.
It's 1 because you
It's
can't
1,
have
yeah.
half of a point.
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah.
Rounds down.
It rounds down. So, yeah, he gets you again, but seeing that you're just taking it,
Doing
much more
well.
than he expected. Yeah. Okay. Zephahim.
I'm gonna chase this guy down. 30.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna
Oh,
swing.
he does. Yeah.
He does.
That's
So 20.
a
Well, towards the... No, he's going into the hut.
22 to
He's
hit.
trying to get to the door.
22 to hit.
22 will hit. Sorry.
That's 8 plus 11.
11 points of damage.
30 feet.
No, you're no.
Yeah, that'll do it. So with that, how do you do it?
I just swing like overhead and just crush his skull with my warhammer.
Yeah, he's trying to back up, he's trying to reload, and then he just gets crushed and just flops onto the ground with a splash. That ends your... Well, that ends... So, I don't know which turn it was. That was your... No, it's your turn.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was Zephahim's turn.
Okay, so you chased him down. Do you have anything else you can do?
Nope.
It's your full movement, right? Okay.
Yep.
Baron and knock is on deck. You know it's bad when your handwriting's so bad you can't read it yourself.
I'm going to attack the guy in the
Okay.
head with me.
Yeah, he just knocked down your friend.
Nice.
That's the 23.
23 will freaking hit. My god.
D4.
Seven.
7 points of damage. Okay.
Yep. And then I'm going to use my bonus action. I can do an unarmed strike, which is the same thing.
Yeah, sure.
17
That'll also hit.
plus 8 inspiration. And 4 more points.
4 more points. Good. Yeah, definitely. You're just hitting him, and he's very surprised that he's not able to hit you, that you're able to hit him. He did not expect it to go this way. I also did not expect this to go this way. Just saying. Okay. Does that end your turn?
Can I ask him to stop?
Boom! Boom! You want to? You can. You can sure ask.
There's no need to continue. Let's fight.
Okay. That ends your turn.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think you're speaking for the big
Knock.
ox lady.
No, I'm not.
25. I can see him. I'm gonna spit on my dagger again.
Oh, Jesus.
Another
Okay.
ice
It's a
knife.
milky spit on the dagger.
And I am going to use the Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage on it. On the
Go
attack.
for it.
Oh boy.
Good thing.
Wild ride.
24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Initial damage is 5. Blow up damage is another 6, so 11 damage total.
Okay. Oh wait, no, that's not that guy.
And I do not search.
So what's the Tides of Chaos thing do?
It can give me advantage on something, but now I get it back on a long rest. But I don't get it back until my magic surges tomorrow. And you pick when I do. As soon as I
The
cast
next
a spell,
day.
you can pick when it surges on a spell cast.
Not the same day, the next day.
Next day.
Okay.
So and I don't get it back until that
Oh my
happens.
god. Please make a note. I'm not gonna remember to do
Oh, I
that.
will.
Okay. Yeah, I am really bad at remembering to tell people this within certain amount
Oh,
of
I will. Surging is fun.
Okay, that ends that turn. Back to the top. The top.
I didn't kill him.
No. Bree.
Saving throw?
He's not looking good, but he's still up. Death saving throw, please. First of the campaign.
12.
Nope.
And it's
No.
a success.
Did we have some?
I don't think
I think
so.
I'll be the first one.
Maybe, but I didn't think so. Maybe. That was pre-campaign anyway. That was,
Yes, first.
okay, that's a success. This guy is up next. He climbs out of the pit. Are you gonna take an attack of opportunity?
Break his face off.
No.
No. He's looking at everything that's going around. He's very confused. He runs out the front door.
I'll take attack opportunity.
I don't think he would have climbed. He's covered on this
Hey,
way.
first of all, I don't know if he can see me up there. Number one. Because he has not a line of sight. If he's 6 feet down in that pit, he doesn't fucking know I'm sitting right
Yeah,
there.
take a talk over.
I absolutely
Like
will.
whack-a-mole.
Oh, God.
That's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
He's not.
Oh,
I don't
my
think-
friends.
I don't think he's going that far.
That's going to be 17 damage. And I'm going to take a Happy Gilmore swing and go.
Maybe he is going that far.
Yeah, and you cut him. You get right on his haunch, up into his back a bit, and he jumps and he thinks about turning from you, but looks around at the blood and gore and chaos and keeps going to the door. And he's gonna dash.
The fuck?
He's not dead.
But is the door blocked though? By
His
this guy?
ally.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can move through an ally space. And he goes and he pushes past this guy who's like, oh, what? And just keeps going. Okay. Buddy.
Seeing this guy run,
You're gonna chase him, right?
I'm pretty pissed off. But I have this other guy sitting right here.
You did. There's an guy at the door. Really.
He's barrel
So
him.
many to choose from. And I'm going to attack this guy in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good at all.
You guys make an entrance into a town. Let me
That's only,
It's nighttime. You didn't talk to anyone really.
that's only a 9 to hit. I just want
9 misses. He steps back and out of the way of your attack as your axe fucking plows through the wall behind him a bit.
Bonus action, I'll shove him with my words against the wall.
Sure.
Doesn't do any damage though. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, it's not bad. 13.
13. Why did you get advantage?
It's an athletic check.
Athletic
It's just shove.
Oh.
Yeah, there's 13, but it's not gonna do anything.
That's a natural 1.
It's just flavor.
Yeah, I think he's kind of pinned a bit, right? So I'll take that. He hits his back against the wall, and he can't run. There's no way for him to go. Okay. That is Badi. After Badi is Inda.
Let me see something. What's my range on this? These are 5-foot squares?
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5, 6. He's less than 90 feet away. Sleep.
All right. Well, you didn't know he was there either.
I can
but
do it with like sound or whatever, like hearing him, hearing
It
all
is.
this, and then
It
run.
is almost cacophonous, right? The sound is all coming from
Storm.
inside. That the rain is going so hard. You were on the total opposite side. I don't think you would know to run around and do that.
All right. Well, either way, I feel like I would be running around because there's nothing here.
Sure. Yeah. So you can run. You run over to where Knock is.
Hi.
How long is your dark vision?
My dark vision is 60 feet.
That's 60, right? Yeah. Okay. So you see him.
I mean, if I don't want to rock the boat.
No.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I can cast sleep.
Sure.
So it's 5 deeds, 6, 9, 13, 15, 19.
Keeps running. He has exactly 20 hit points left.
Damn.
If someone had taken an attack of opportunity out of him.
Or if somebody had
Max.
used, or if somebody had used, or if anybody had used their
He has
inspiration
exactly
dice
20.
at any point.
I didn't need to. I hit right down the
Okay. That's Inda's turn. It's now these guys' turn next. This guy at the door says, "Forget it," and takes off following his dude. Okay. That's not good stuff. That's not good
Right in the corner.
stuff. The guy that is, he's just going to attack you. I don't think he knows what else to do. The first one is going to be 9 to hit. The second one is going to be a natural 1. He goes at you. I think you just knock the mace back against the wall. He goes at you again, and you growl in his face, and he just drops it. And he absolutely believes he's about to die. He might be right. Zephahim?
Alright, this guy's down, right?
He's dead, yeah. You can...
Alright. Alright, I can get 30 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to Ray of Frost him.
Sure.
20. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's only 1 damage, but he's got 10 less movement.
Okay. 1 damage, 10 less movement. Had it happened just a round ago.
I mean,
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
That's it.
All right. Baron. You are in the pit with a woman who is yelling and screaming and covered in dead body guts, and Bree, who is rather bloodied herself and unconscious,
I will.
in a pit that is rather quickly filling up with.
Do I have any?
Mud.
I don't know if I have anything
Not quite
to help
water.
her. I don't think I have anything to help her out. I'll just yell help.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check. Because it's loud. There's a lot of persuasion or performance, your choice.
Both the same 10.
10. Okay. I mean, Body hears you. I don't know how in her rage how much she's gonna be able to listen, but she's close enough to hear. Okay, that ends Baron's turn. Knock.
I will also Ray of Frost.
Sure.
Jesus.
Can you do it without hitting?
Huh?
Isn't it targeted?
It's an attack.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a Conan.
18.
18 will hit.
10? Nope. 6 damage.
Okay.
And his speed is reduced by 10. Unless it doesn't stack. But now it's still. It just
It's
makes it.
Stat. I don't know if it's supposed to, but it's gonna today.
Sweet! Minus 20. Freeze him in place usually.
That's so fucked up.
It's like
You said
4
eight damage, right?
6.
6. Okay. All right. That ends your turn.
Yep.
Death save.
10.
It's 10. It's a success.
Oh,
Meat grind to this baby. Okay. He is next. In the rain, frosted one leg, frosted the other. He can barely move. He turns on you, and he says, "I do the will of the god," and is going to just take a couple attacks at you.
Sure.
Because he ain't going nowhere. He's actually. So he will take. Okay, he will take 2 attacks. He takes one with his short sword. That's going to be 13 to hit.
No.
Okay. And then he takes another with a dagger that comes out from his belt, and it goes after you, and that's going to be dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah.
So that is going to be, let me see, 6 points of piercing damage, and make a Constitution save.
8.
That does not do it.
Can you not? Can you do inspiration
Yeah,
on that?
sure. I can.
Yeah, you've done
It's a D6, right?
Yes.
Not a 4? Okay, that might help.
Yeah,
Didn't matter.
not gonna do it.
Didn't matter. I forgot you can do it on saves. I thought it was only on attack rolls.
26 points of poison damage.
Whoa. Okay.
wait.
That's double
what?
my hit points, so I'm dead. My max. hit
Does it
points.
take you negative twice your
13.
hit points?
No,
Twice?
no.
It doesn't take it doesn't take you negative twice your hit points.
No.
That was the number I had to hit to be an insta-death.
Okay.
So it's not that.
Okay.
But you are down.
Yeah.
This hits you, and I think you get hit by a dagger, and you're like, oh. Boom. This wave goes through you, and you don't even feel yourself hit the ground.
Nice.
Okay. Buddy?
I see him drop his weapon, and I just go in for the beer hug. Just squeeze him.
Make a...
What?
Just an attack roll with your strength. Don't add your proficiency.
23.
Yeah, I think that's just gonna do it. He is barely hanging on anyway. You literally hear his bones as they snap, as it also echoes the snap of parts of this building that are still falling in around you.
And I just want to take, does he have horns?
He does.
I just want to take his horns. I just want to rip him off.
His head cracks, and apart as you rip the horns right off of his head and are in your hands.
I'll turn to the pin. Breathe! Breathe!
Okay. My God. Sorry, this is going long, guys, but Endo.
Sorry, don't apologize. It's not your fault.
Yikes.
Did I see you throwing a halfling on a roof? Didn't see you throwing a halfling on a roof, but that's what you did.
You said toss me.
Because D&D, that is true. Yeah.
It's my go.
Ah! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we can.
I was just standing there like,
Uh-oh.
Do it, Knock! Do it! Do it!
do something.
Before the I can't do enough damage.
Okay, what are you doing?
Slow, remember?
I'm gonna use my last inspiration on Knock. I got one HP.
Okay.
I got no spells after.
Okay.
You are the chosen. You are the chosen. You were chosen by Puddle and Drip. Both of them.
Oh.
Show them you're worthy.
Okay.
And I slip behind here.
Okay, it is their turn, but they aren't alive. Zephahim, make a death save.
19.
That is a success. Baron, you are in the pit with a woman who is.
You're gonna have to toss me.
I'm just gonna sit.
Just so don't forget.
I'll try to tell. I'll tell the woman to be calm and stay.
Yeah, roll a persuasion check. Disadvantage, I think, because this is not a calm situation.
Covered in blood.
And just be calm is probably not.
She's covered in a dead body.
What is it?
Multiple.
A 3?
Multiple
At
dead
advantage,
bodies.
you got a
You
3?
said disadvantage.
Oh, I
You think-
did say
you think we'll know
disadvantage.
blood from
Okay,
this
yeah,
and
that makes
this?
more sense. 3. Okay. She is not calm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Knock.
Uh-oh. I shoot another ray
I
of
can just picture him
frost.
there sitting right in the ring. Like, you just see my mind's eye.
Attack this motherfucker again.
18.
I'll do it. 18 hits.
1 damage.
All right.
But his speed is reduced by 10.
As he just takes it, but you're literally like, oh, as you're shooting.
And I'm gonna move back to the wall here with my back against it, like, oh.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. The woman is going to attempt to climb out of the pit. Now she's finally got herself from underneath
she
his
combatant?
body. She's gonna, yeah, that's a 2 at disadvantage. She's scrambling, but now it's all muddied, and she's just
And
like
blood.
caking mud, and it's like falling on top of her, and she's coughing, and she was already so weak she just can't do it. Bree. Is this your 3rd success if you make it?
Yes!
Bree wakes up.
It's stable.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right.
Natural 20
Just
wakes
stable. Yeah. So you are stabilized. You don't have to make death throws. His turn. He
Christ, that's
keeps
close.
backing up his movement, but takes that light crossbow back out and is going to shoot you with it. Knock.
How far is
The
the
alien's
what,
20 feet. Yeah.
Purple one. Yeah, he's walking
What's the
and
range?
kind of smiles at you and nat 20s you right in the center of the chest.
Oh, jeez.
What's 13 points?
What's the range on it?
80 for the first one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm unconscious.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it really just and knock is down. And he's gonna just be moving away. He doesn't want anything to do with you guys anymore.
Is that the end of the? Is that is combat like?
He's still alive.
No, he's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're gonna chase him down. Bree is alive and awake.
Or she's not, she
Oh,
Make
not
a-
awake. Sorry, alive.
Do I make a throw?
give me her body.
Why don't?
I'm going.
So what are you doing in the pit?
I'm gonna try to get her out
Try to get Bree out or the woman.
somehow.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can get her out and hand her up to Badi. So you're working
Yeah.
on that. Make a death save.
Sorry, this is for the
13.
Instagram.
Second success. As you come around, what are you doing?
Well, I look over here, and I'm seeing. Is he gone?
Yeah.
Is he like?
You still see him as he's moving away.
Running away.
Moving slower than running now. He's pretty fucking hurt.
But he's not frozen anymore.
No, he's not frozen. You almost killed someone that is way too high of a challenge rating for you guys to be able to almost kill at level 1. I mean, to be fair, he wasn't using his poison because he had no reason to have poisoned
Right.
his main blade in the middle of this town that had no reason to attack him. But,
I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go right into this hole.
death save, no. Yeah, if he's not going towards you,
8. That's a fail.
that's a failure.
Burn. Get the fuck out. We gotta help Knock and Z. They're both down.
Monsters! The woman in the pit is just screaming, Monsters!
Did I get her out? She out?
Yeah, you got Bree out, handed her over to...
You gotta go now.
I'll try to get out of the pit.
Can I assist him?
I think you're a freaking monk. You get out of the pit.
Okay.
Yeah, with people assisting, you kind of jump up, get a hand up, pull yourself up. Death save, death save. Buddy, if you're doing
four.
something...
2.
Oh, you pull it.
I'm gonna
It's a second failure.
get Bree and I'm gonna just throw her
Yeah.
over my back on my shoulder and I'm gonna walk out the front door.
Okay, you walk out the front door, you see Nock to your left, you see Zephahim up ahead. Nock does not look good. He has an arrow sticking straight up out of his chest.
You could probably. You could
Can I,
probably choose if I
To do what?
Can I attempt to?
You can.
Stabilize people.
Can I attempt to dress the? Can I attempt to
Medicine check.
like somehow figure out a way to stop the bleeding so he's not like just triage it so he's not like bleeding out?
Do you have something to do that with?
I have. I mean, I carry with me whatever medicinal herbs / my supplies, but I don't know what that would be. Anything I've learned from my or I'm just trying to tie a tourniquet. Like just I'm going trying to see to him to see if I can stop the
Yeah,
situation.
it's tough because it's a you can't tie a tourniquet around a chest, but
Right, or just put
I
apply
mean,
pressure.
yeah, I
anyway.
see. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really. I mean, I think this is what's going through your head, right, as you're sitting there
right. I'm
seeing.
gonna try to see him.
Roll a medicine check.
8.
No, you just are kind of at a loss as to what to do. Death save, death save,
That's 6.
failure.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Dead. Oh, fuck.
Again?
So you're down. You have Bree, who I think starts to wake up, and you just see Buddy over Knock, hands on her the chest, and I think you're just you're trying to like apply pressure, and there's an arrow coming from between your hands, and Bree's eyes just crack open as she's watching blood pool around. We're getting watered down quite a bit from this torrential downfall. Death save.
18.
You stabilize, and we will pick this up next week.
Oh man. Crazy.
That was
No.
much different than I thought it was going to be. That is much longer than I thought it was going to be. That proves that mixed characters die.
Just keep it with the tradition.
Man, thank you everyone watching this. Remember to watch every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We are unlikely to go quite this long unless we're in the process of killing people in episode 2. Just going balls out at level 1, guys. You that are alive will be level 2 next session.
Yes! Wow, I can't believe.
Thank you,
Character down.
and I hope we helped you start your week well.